for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
I'm not going to be
Calves aren't only raised by their mother, they're raised by a community of farmers, ranchers, and veterinarians committed to giving them the healthiest, most comfortable life possible. Because for cattle farmers, ranchers, and the moms of those baby calves, animal welfare is the top priority. Together, we bring more. Beef. It's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers. This message courtesy of the Arkansas Beef Council.
We're back here on ESPN 104.
$64.95 a month. Get no worries. Cyber safe managed Wi-Fi for a total of $71.95. Order today at signup.waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372. We're adding new services and expanding our areas for you. Arkansas Valley Electric and Wave Rural Connect, changing the communities we serve.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
Now, you got to understand, when I go on vacation, I'm not going to give you any action shots. I mean, I'm not one of these guys that I get up in the morning and we're going to go out on the water, we're going to do this and that. I mean, we're going to have some big day. No, I'm not doing that.
What is an action shot?
Well, I mean, like, you know, if you wanted to have some sort of, some sort of shot of, what you and I do on vacation, I would be sitting and staring out at the water.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this much.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things there.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
Do you mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
If it would just get a little more windy outside, it would be a perfect morning.
If you love sailing, today is your day.
I mean, it is.
You don't even have to get in a boat.
No, you really don't.
Just kind of get out of the car and you sail.
It's one of those days where the trash can's going to end up down the street.
I picked up my trash, put it back in the can this morning, as a matter of fact.
Did you really?
Yeah, I was just laying on the sidewalk.
Yeah. Well, you'll go find your trash can will be halfway down the street.
I noticed the neighbors. I didn't have time. I would have taken care of all the neighbors. But
sure.
I had to get in here and do the show.
I understand. I was much the same way. It's going to be limbs all over the yard, stuff like that.
Don't park next to anyone else today.
Yeah.
Because
that's fair.
When someone pulls up next to you, like Bart's door will fly open.
Yeah, that's one thing to watch.
Smash into your car.
Absolutely.
And here, situation room right out of the gate. Good morning, Bart. Chevy of Fayetteville situation room.
I wondered if the situation room would be active this week.
If you get out of your car today and your door, like the wind catches it, rips it out of your hand, and it kind of hits the other vehicle next to you and leaves, just a little ding. What do you do?
Do you write a note? You write a note.
Immediately get back in your car, park 4 spots down. Don't let me answer for you.
Well, I mean, if it's like a serious scratch or something, then yeah, you leave a note.
It's a moral dilemma.
Sticky notes in your car?
No,
I'm driving
back
off.
of an envelope.
I'm getting out of there.
There's no moral dilemma for Edwards.
It's just one of those things that happens.
I don't want to deal with it.
It's just one of those things that happens. I mean, it's not my fault. The wind did that.
I'm not going to let that happen.
Well, I mean, I know how careful you are, but even you, Bart, could forget that, it's windy until a strong gust of wind comes along.
No, you misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm just not going to go anywhere.
Bart's not leaving the house.
Okay.
I mean, it's just. I was looking at the weather. Seriously, I was looking at the weather, and I don't know. Maybe it's because we've been gone. I didn't realize all this was coming. I looked at the radar this morning. There is a wicked line of storms in Oklahoma right now.
Our trip got canceled.
Well, I know. We're not going to Oklahoma. I mean, this is 40 days and 40 nights kind of stuff from what I read.
It's like no end in sight?
No. I mean, it's going to rain.
Tell
and
us
rain,
about
and
the
then,
weather,
Well,
Chuck.
it's going to rain and rain and rain some more. Just when you think it's stopped raining, it's going to keep raining. That's kind of what the forecast says for the rest of the week.
It's going to rain
right
through
up until Saturday.
Rain through Saturday.
I mean, I mean, seriously, we got a lot of
What are we
rain
going to
coming.
do?
Well, we're just going to find a way to make it through. We'll do like Barrett, and we'll stay home.
Yeah, until we have to come in here.
It's just rain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a little rain. But it is going to be a lot of rain.
It's so windy.
There will be parts of the state that see some severe weather today.
Well, it feels pretty severe out there right now.
Tornadoes, all possible.
So you're telling me today is not the day to try out my new hairpiece?
No, probably not. Probably not.
I'll be like Bill Murray on Kingpin.
Yeah, that's right. What a great movie.
It was such a great movie. The best part of the movie is his hair the whole time.
Yeah, that was a classic. I just can't believe it didn't win the awards that I thought it would when it was over. But no, you're right. It is going to be that way
today, or
it
an
is
umbrella.
going to be that way, or an umbrella. You're right.
I mean, you could fly a kite, just don't plan on getting it back.
No, it's gonna go for a while. I am a little bummed about not being able to go to Oaklawn. It messes my plans up, as I shared when you were gone. My plan was to win big on Friday, bid you guys a fun to do, and never come back. But it's not going to work out, I guess.
I saw a coach at like East Tennessee Tech. I don't know if you have that, Edward. He went in and tried to play a joke on his team yesterday, and I mean it went over like a dad joke. But I don't know. Did we see a lot of April Fools attempts yesterday on social? I was told that some businesses tried,
I saw a few things.
There were some
we're going out of business.
There were some from college football programs that they meant as April Fool's jokes, but everybody kind of piled on and was like, no, actually do this. This would be cool. Like UConn changing their logo at midfield to the Sad Husky, or FAU doing.
It's a good idea.
It's a great idea.
It is a great idea.
And they had renderings and everything. Like, it looks great. Do it.
That's fantastic.
They had FAU.
Wait, UConn put that out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
you think Jim Mora is that Jim Mora approved? I mean, I can't imagine he's cool with that. He doesn't seem like he kids around much.
It looks great.
The Sad Husky at midfield.
That's pretty good. That's a good idea.
Let's hear this East Tennessee Tech or whatever coach with his team yesterday morning.
Gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. Good to see everybody. I start this meeting off, guys, with a heavy heart, mixed emotions. Found out early this morning. I haven't even told my son Drew this, but I won the Powerball last night, $800 million, and made the decision to retire from coaching.
You're the guy.
April Fools, I got you.
You got me. You got me there, Coach.
April Fools, I got you.
The silence.
Bobby Waller. Nobody laughed, and as soon as he said it, like 7 guys went April Fools. Ha ha.
Yeah. He didn't exactly sell that. That he's not going to win any acting awards. Social media has ruined the surprise factor as far as April Fool's goes.
Yeah.
I mean, you wake up on April Fool's Day, the first thing you read is, hey, don't believe anything today.
Right.
And
or you see an April Fool's.
Right.
Exactly. It's not the in-person.
That's exactly
right. The in-person, walk up to somebody and get them like that. That's gone.
But back in the day, when we didn't wake up, and we weren't inundated with that stuff right out of the gate, you could actually pull off some pretty good pranks on people back then.
FAU tweeted that they were replacing their uprights in the football stadium with palm trees as the goalposts.
That's pretty good.
And, again, figure that out. Do that. That would be awesome. That would be unique.
This is a great – that's a great time.
Do it.
Yeah, that's a great time to test the waters. April Fools.
Right.
If you're a creative department like that.
Yeah, it's true.
Arizona State.
Let's do it as a joke and see how people respond
Some
to
of these people are getting paid too much money because I didn't see a lot of great ones yesterday.
No,
I got to be honest.
I didn't. I wasn't on social media much yesterday. It was a busy day.
Yeah.
But So I
the
may have
sad
missed.
Husky at midfield for UConn.
That's the best one I've heard.
Needs to happen. Like that should not be a joke. Just do that.
But that's not actually like pulling an April Fool's prank on someone. That's just kind of like making fun of yourself. And that's sort of where we've gone in April Fool's. We're not mean about it anymore.
It's more like a joke as opposed to a prank or anything. Yeah.
Right. That's my point.
The Cal hate that's being exposed is not fake either. That's not an April Fool's joke. These guys are exposing themselves all over the country, including Joe Lunardi. But Joe Lunardi's had a bad year with me.
Man, I don't get this.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut him loose.
I was fine with Joe Lunardi. I thought he was a good bracketologist, and it's just been a bad year for me and Joe. Yeah. Me and Joey Brackets.
I've always liked Joe Lunardi.
Let's check the rankings.
I know.
Let's see how he did this
I have
year.
a strained relationship with him now. He's outed himself. As an analyst, he's terrible. As an analyst, I don't know why he's trying to be an analyst. What did he say about Boogie? Before the NCAA tournament, he came out and said this.
Razorbacks played their best basketball this year after the injury to freshman Boogie Fland. So what are they doing? They're rushing Fland back into the lineup for the NCAA tournament. Coach Calipari is in the Hall of Fame, and he knows better than I do. Personally, I'd leave well enough alone. I think the mix-up is going to cost the Hogs a first-round game against a beatable Kansas opponent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You guys know who Steve Kornacki is? The MSNBC guy, the numbers guy. I get the impression that ESPN's trying to turn Lunardi into a sports version of this guy, using all of his knowledge of numbers and his math skills and his Kreskin-like mind that he can predict the future based on all these numbers that are floating around in his head.
Kornacki's good.
Well, I'm not arguing with that.
That was their idea.
I'm just saying it strikes me that maybe ESPN's trying to do something like that with him, but it's falling flat, and they're ruining him in terms of his bracket.
What he does well.
That's exactly right.
Well,
he is considered whether or not his numbers are good or not, and we're about to go to the Chevy Situation Room to find out, whether his numbers are legitimately good or not, they've created an image that sells and makes him look good. But as an analyst, he just looks like some guy down the street sitting on the couch trying to break down a game, and he doesn't have a clue, and I guess there are numbers to back that up, Bart.
186 brackets ranked on a 5-year rolling average in terms of accuracy. As we discussed, Jerry Palm 179th in those rankings.
Out of
how do you do this
out of
year,
186.
Well,
that's Jerry Palm.
But
that's our guy.
But
that's his average, rolling average over the last 5 years.
Yeah,
I don't get that because I looked at his bracket and I looked at Jerry Palm's bracket, and most of the teams they had in were in, and the seeding may have fluctuated a little bit. I'm not knocking his ability as a bracketologist.
Hold on.
I'm not.
Hold on a second.
All right.
Can we just take a moment? Who's the geek of all geeks that's rating the other geeks?
Well, that's true.
On bracketology.
That's true.
You think you're a mad scientist? Let me show you. You're not that mad.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm madder than you are.
I'm the craziest
so
one
so
out here.
so it's judged mostly on how not like our teams placed exactly where they are, but like seed lines. Like, are the seed lines correct? Are the teams in the
Did they
field
judge
correct?
them on where they go?
That I don't have that information handy.
Yeah.
Lunardi 125th.
Okay, I'm going to say per my point about I don't know why we're ranking this, and it's kind of funny.
No, it is funny.
But I don't care. Lunardi's fun. Lunardi does a good job with brackets, and we all somebody's got to tell us, this is the prediction. It could be wrong, but he's basing it on certain factors and whatever. I'm fine with that. But now, like I said, it's been a bad year for me because Jerry Palm came on our show and just did a terrible interview.
Right.
And you can blame us, you can blame him. I don't know. It went terribly wrong.
It went haywire.
It was just
it was awkward.
It's just not that I'm not actually blaming us. Actually, I'm not going to blame us.
No,
I mean, it was
definitely
basic,
not our fault.
They were basic questions. And he just, laid an egg for whatever reason. And so then you went into, well, this guy sucks. And you found whatever this service is that ranks all the bracketologists. Okay, so that's Jerry Palm. Then we move over to Lunardi. Like Chuck literally said, his Palm's still getting off the phone. And that's why Lunardi's the man.
I was like Z talking to one of the other teams during the game. I was like trash talking him extra loud in hopes he would hear.
Yeah.
You know?
And he did.
I think so.
I don't think he's coming back. And we're not going to invite him, so we won't know. But then we get to Lunardi, and it's bad for Lunardi because he's, as Chuck said, trying to become somebody else. Just be Joey Brackets. So now we got to really look into it. It turns out you're not any good at brackets either.
That's right. See, they put him in a spot where now people begin to
look closer.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. Look closer.
Examine the situation.
Yeah.
You were fine before people started digging around.
Right. That's right. That's exactly right.
When
When all we did was skim the surface, you were okay.
How all great downfalls happen.
That's exactly right. There's 100 people working at Walmart right now in the office, the home office. It's like, don't look over here. What time do I need to be at the meeting? Don't look over here. Corporate America's full of these people. Just don't make any waves. Don't piss anybody off in the break room. Respond to all the emails. Don't forget to tell everybody how well you did today. What kind of progress? I had a great meeting with Bart.
Great meeting.
We're going to have another one tomorrow.
There's nothing like a great meeting. I mean, few things in life are as good as a great meeting.
You just don't start looking around. It might all go downhill. And then we find out Lunardi is not a Cal guy. We'll get into that next. 6:17. Maybe Lunardi can do your taxes.
Maybe he could.
Maybe he's good at that. I don't know. But I know if he can, H&R Block can. And they're just around the corner. They got 70 years of tax prep expertise going to work for you to help you get 100% accuracy and your max refund guaranteed at H&R Block. We're off and rolling on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
Bo, you said something interesting. I don't think you meant to, but when you talked about those...
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you suffer from sleep apnea, but you can't stand wearing your CPAP machine, I've got good news. And you need it because not wearing your CPAP can lead to severe health problems.
Sleep is probably God's gift of medicine that we really don't utilize enough. If you don't have good sleep, you're not only affecting your body, it can affect your heart, it can affect your lungs, it can increase weight gain. If you don't get good sleep, you also are not filtering your brain well. So sleep's very, very important.
Dr. Scotty Boulding, who's an Arkansas native and world-renowned surgeon, has proven surgical alternatives that can improve your airway and help you breathe better.
If you have obstructive sleep apnea, it needs to be treated. So you need to be wearing your CPAP. So if you're not wearing your CPAP, there are some potential surgical solutions that can help you that actually work today. By correcting the jaw deformities that may be causing this obstructive sleep apnea is where we focus.
Call Dr. Boulding's office today at 479-755-3000 for a consultation and tell them you heard it on the Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
You know, I want Texas to lose. Yeah, I want them to rot in hell.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging. Are you in the market for a new office printer or multifunction device? Look no further. At Dixie Digital Imaging, we bring a legacy of experience and a rock-solid reputation. Our state-of-the-art solutions are tailored to meet your business needs seamlessly. Why settle for anything less? Call us now at 479-783-6600 to get a quote on your next office printer or multifunction device. Elevate your office efficiency with Dixie Digital Imaging, where experience and reputation meet excellence. That's Dixie Digital Imaging, bringing document innovations to the River Valley.
Hey, this is Dr. Charlie Liggett at River Valley Smile Center. You may know me as your local dentist, but I'm a giant Hogs, Dolphins, and college baseball fan as well. Listen to me, Phil, and Matt talk about our 3 ups and downs for the weekend every Monday on halftime at 12:15. At River Valley Smile Center, we're a comprehensive dental facility that offers children's dentistry, dental implants, sedation, whitening, and much, much more. Dr. Cole Johnson, Dr. Hannah Cabe, and myself are located at 8309 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. River Valley Smile Center. When you come here, you become family.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell. You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
I've always been the underdog. I was raised as the underdog, us against everybody.
The Chuck and Bo Show. It's windy today. Like, if you love wind, today is your day.
Yeah. The wind's going to win today.
If you want to sail, today is your day. And as Chuck has predicted, we have ominous weather coming for days.
It's just a reality that for the remainder of the week, the Chevy Situation Room is essentially going to become the weather center.
Yeah.
And
the Doppler Center.
And how much rain have we gotten, and how much is coming?
Yeah.
And will we survive?
Will you be on? You up for that, Bart? You got that? You got the meter? You got the
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Bart can do it all.
Bart was.
I mean, really can.
I asked Bart. Today's the day where you get out of your car, your door flies open, the wind nearly tears the door right off your vehicle, and it hits the vehicle next to you. And I was asking earlier, what Bart does in this situation.
It's a moral dilemma
because it is a situation. It's a perfect Chevy of Fayetteville situation.
Are you a good person or a bad person?
And does it make you a bad person if you don't do anything?
That's the question.
Or do you just?
I don't know the answer.
It happens. It's one of those things that happen. So Bart says he would leave a note.
If it was like a really noticeable bad dent,
well,
or scratch,
what's really noticeable, like
whether someone sees it or not.
Like you have a white car, they have a black car. There's a white little mark on their car.
Well, does it buff out? Can you rub your thumb on it and buff it out?
You can't rub it out with your thumb. It's just like you're going to have to take it in and get it detailed.
Yeah, then
you can see the metal.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can see the metal. Yeah, you leave a note.
Yeah.
What do you say on the note? I'm sorry.
Are you sorry or are you so sorry? Do you say I'm sorry or I'm so sorry?
Just sorry, because it wasn't really your fault if the wind got a hold of the door.
Do you have
a sticky note? Do you explain that the wind got a hold of your door in the note?
Yes.
Do you?
Absolutely.
It's going to turn into a long note if you're not careful.
No.
It's going to turn into a letter. It's not going to be a note anymore.
The best part
Might
is
run into trouble.
The best part is he doesn't sign it, doesn't put any information.
Your friend.
I'm really sorry. The wind blew my door into your car.
Your pal, the guy who parked next to you.
Really sorry about that.
No
signature.
No contact information.
No, none.
But
morally, you're okay because you wrote a note. That's awesome.
If it damaged the vehicle, I would leave.
You would leave your insurance information and all that with him?
Well, contact information.
Yeah. What would you do, Edward?
I told you I'd drive away.
You just and there's no.
If it was really bad, I would leave something. But
yeah.
I don't even know what would you write a note on? Do you carry like pen and paper
The
with
back
you
of an envelope. The back of an
I have a
envelope.
note. I keep a notepad in the car.
Oh, well,
do?
of course you do.
You get a
Of course you do.
you get a Sharpie out and you write it on the
legal
door.
pad? Yeah.
Especially if it's a white car.
Draw a circle around it.
Just so you know, I'm sorry.
Get the key out.
Sorry.
Yeah, autograph it, Bart Pullman.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
That door might
dings.
be worth something someday.
Something like that could happen today, though.
Oh, it's going to.
I mean,
it's
it
going to
could
happen
very
to
well
somebody.
happen.
That's why I brought it up. Joe Lunardi, by the way, we were talking about him in the first segment. He's come out. This is like a little bit of a narrative, and I guess I understand it, and it's just people don't like Cal, and I don't know if they don't realize that their bias against Cal just comes out, and we can all tell. But essentially, what people are doing is saying that Mark Pope overachieved at Kentucky this year and that Cal underachieved. Like, this is not what Arkansas brought Cal here to do. And so, therefore, Cal didn't have as good a season as Mark Pope. And when they talk about Mark Pope, they talk about a brand new roster and injury bugs and making it to the Sweet 16. All of those things are true of Cal. And I would argue that Pope walked into a situation that he was very familiar with. He played at Kentucky. He didn't just play at Kentucky. He's been honored there. He's like one of the favorite sons. And so he knows the environment. He knows where everything is. He knows how things operate there. Cal had never been in the Razorback practice facility. He didn't know where it is. Like the familiarity here is like completely different. And he has to start brand new. Like we had the, what was he? I think Edward pulled this up when Cal, already earlier this week, when Cal came to Arkansas and said he met with the team. Here it is.
Now, I met with the team. There is no team.
That was day one.
I just want to stand up and scream scoreboard. Every time they start talking about Pope and Cal and Kentucky and Arkansas, I just scoreboard. I mean, I was there. I saw what happened. The idea that, they both finish in the Sweet 16. They both get that far. And Cal goes to Kentucky with the Big Blue Nation just like united against him. He wins. He doesn't rub it in their face, although he certainly could have. He comes home and turns things around, and away they go to the Sweet 16. But yet Pope did a better job. That just does not add up to. Why can't they just say they both did pretty good jobs this year?
Because
I don't understand
they're
that.
biased.
I don't understand it.
They don't like Cal.
Well, they also
talk about Kentucky. Got it?
Sorry. One more time.
Don't talk about Kentucky. Got it?
Yeah. So Lunardi writes this in an article. Sweet 16 appearance in Calipari's first year in town is a great start, especially after the Hogs lost their first 5 SEC games. And now it goes downhill. Most years, though, 19 regular season wins and an 8-10 conference record won't get you into the NCAA tournament. Well, my gosh, Joe, it was an unprecedented year.
Well,
what a part of unprecedented year, don't you understand?
It's not like
this wasn't most years.
Cal's just here for 1 year. It's not like this is a one-off deal. Let's get together in 3 or 4 years. I think I know who's going to be ahead, and I think they do too.
How do you write most years, though? 19 regular season wins and an 8-10 conference record won't get you into the NCAA tournament.
Most years in the past.
Well, that's what I mean. It's completely irrelevant.
Right,
that's
right.
not this.
There's lots of years when that's gotten you in. There's lots of years when that's gotten you in. Let's not act like this is a one-off.
We're
It's
in
not.
a new age of college basketball now too, with bigger conferences, and that's going to happen more often than not.
He continues, and just making the tournament isn't why Arkansas broke the bank for Calipari. Well, they didn't just make the tournament, Joe. They went to the Sweet 16. Like, how do you write stuff like this with a straight face? Seriously.
Usually, you're an idiot.
If
don't know what you're talking about.
If Calipari doesn't, here you go. If Calipari doesn't someday why are we even setting this up? I thought you were talking about this year. if Calipari doesn't someday set a record by making Arkansas the 4th school he takes to a Final Four, his tenure with the Razorbacks will be considered a major underachievement. It's probably unfair. Really? This whole thing is. Okay. But that's what he and Arkansas signed up for. And Razorbacks and Razorback fans have 7 million reasons per year to insist upon it.
Okay, this
is like a hit job.
This is one of two things. This is either like this reads like a college senior writing a freshman level philosophy paper at the last minute because he like forgot about it and had to like write it, overnight. It's kind of like that, or AI wrote this. Because I can't believe that somebody...
And Chuck is dead.
Yeah, I can't believe that somebody employed by ESPN would write something this silly.
Coach Calipari's in the Hall of Fame, and he knows better than I do.
He does. He does. That's
Stop
exactly
right there,
right,
Joe.
That's exactly
I'm
right.
going to stop you there.
I mean, can you, I just can't get over it. I'm reading it, and it starts with, most years this doesn't get you in. They finished in the middle of the best conference in America. Like a team or a conference that got how many teams in? How many?
14.
14. That's not most years. In fact, it's never happened before, Joe. Then you go on to say just making the tournament. They're a made free throw away from being in the Elite Eight. If he doesn't then someday set a record of making Arkansas his 4th school to take to a Final Four, it'll be a major underachievement.
I do think he's expected to go to the Final Four. I don't know if it's a major underachievement if he doesn't get there. He's going to get there. I mean, to me, it's a question of when. It's not a question of if. It's a question of when. Just for the record, I think Mark Pope will probably go to the Final Four at some point in his time at Kentucky, too. I don't understand why people can't just say they both did a great job this year, because both of them did.
All right, we got to go to break, but I got to give you what he said about Pope.
All right.
It should be impossible to overachieve at Kentucky, but Mark Pope inherited a genuinely unique situation. Well, Big Blue Nation was restless for change and a return to winning, and the one-time program star brought both to Lexington.
If Cal had stayed at Kentucky and taken him to the Sweet 16 and gotten beat, they'd be raising holy hell. They'd be so mad. They'd be saying, when are we going to get back to the Final Four? But because it's Pope and because it's new and fresh and all that. Pope. I'm sorry. I mispronounced it. But because it's Pope, they think everything's better. And it's not.
Say it with a Mountain Dew in your hand.
Right.
It's 6:33. Good morning.
I don't like getting up early in the mornings. I mean, even to go duck hunting, but I do get up every morning now to listen to you guys.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Flight by Yingling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass. Raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
You know the sound, you know the place, and you know the time of year that means live racing at Oaklawn is coming. If your Oaklawn is playing favorites, letting it ride on long shots, or just soaking up the vibes of race day, it's time to make your plans and discover your Oaklawn. Live racing starts Friday, December 6th. Reserve seats, rooms in our hotel, or a spot in your favorite Oaklawn restaurant at oaklawn.com.
This is my Oaklawn.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
There's nothing we enjoy saying more than I told you so.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Well, coming into the game is Mac Jones. And that brings the crowd to its feet. They love this guy here in Arkansas. How about this?
The ball.
Campbell actually thought he had that dunk, and now he's just frustrated. Jones! Why not? And look at the smile, and this place is wild about Matt Jones.
Listen to Halftime, weekdays from 11 to 2, only on ESPN 95.3.
Have you heard? TGI Fridays is having happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 till 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. to close with half-price drinks and $5 select appetizers, including potato skin, spinach dip, pot stickers, and much more. Plus, you can get in on 50-cent Wing Monday from 5 p.m. to close. And karaoke on Tuesdays and Thursdays starting at 8 p.m. It's all at TGI Fridays, I-540 and Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith.
Hey, this is Dr. Charlie Liggett at River Valley Smile Center. You may know me as your local dentist, but I'm a giant Hogs, Dolphins, and college baseball fan as well. Listen to me, Phil, and Matt talk about our 3 ups and downs for the weekend every Monday on halftime at 12:15. At River Valley Smile Center, we're a comprehensive dental facility that offers children's dentistry, dental implants, sedation, whitening, and much, much more. Dr. Cole Johnson, Dr. Hannah Cabe, and myself are located at 8309 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. River Valley Smile Center. When you come here, you become family.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call your local Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Service Master Clean is an industry leader and can remove the toughest stains from your home or office. And they back their work with a satisfaction guarantee. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. Call your local Service Master Clean, 479-646-4087. That's 646-4087 or online at servicemasterpc.com.
That's 782-8940. That's the only number you need to know for all of your heating and air, plumbing, and drain cleaning needs. That's 782-8940, the only number you need to know.
It's Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services. To have a red truck rolling your way today for great American-made York products, give us a call at 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted Best Garage Door Company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell. You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
Good morning, gentlemen. How's that rest of the place smelling?
Smells
out
great.
Here, the Chase Center.
It smells awesome.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I don't even know what Eddie asked there. I just heard that, oh, it smells awesome.
Glad Eddie's back firing on all cylinders.
Hey, if you're an AC tech, a plumber, or an electrician, you need to listen to me because tomorrow night, what is today? Wednesday?
Yeah, today's the 2nd.
Yeah, tomorrow is the 3rd. Tomorrow night, 3 to 7, late afternoon, early evening. This is Pascal's Technician Hiring Event. This is your chance to work for the best home service contractor in Arkansas. Tour their state-of-the-art facility. You can meet directly with department managers, and there's a pretty good chance you're going to walk away with a job offer. So if you're ready to take your career to the next level, do not miss this opportunity. Tomorrow, 3 to 7, 280 North Maestri Road in Springdale. And you can learn more at gopascal.com. That's gopascal.com.
Bart and Edward were sort of like gathering their things.
They're writing that number down.
They're like, I'm out of here. No more early mornings, at least not this early.
Pascal's a great place to work.
It is a
Edward
great
used to
place
work there.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Made videos.
Yeah.
Worked for Jake Winchell.
So you can,
Charlie Boyce.
I thought maybe you were going to say I can fix your AC. If something
Well,
happens,
I cannot do that.
Okay.
Osmosis, did you pick up
But
some
I can
things?
film somebody doing it.
Yeah.
I did learn a lot while I was there.
All right. Well, good.
There you go.
I had
How
no
about that?
idea.
Look at that endorsement.
Yeah. I mean, he's the one that
Yeah,
should be
that's-
doing the
that's
ads.
exactly right. That was good. That was good. It's
Yeah.
organic and real.
Give me an ad read.
Aaron, who is an antagonist and texts the show, was swearing and saying that I should not be yelling that early in the morning. Get up earlier, Aaron. I've been up since 4. That's 2 hours, 2.5 hours ago.
That would be like Aaron getting
I've
up at
had lunch.
6 and yelling at someone at 8:30. It probably happens every day.
I had lunch already, and a smoke break.
It's already happened.
That's your problem.
Took his 15-minute
If you-
break.
let me
at
just tell you right now,
5:30.
this show doesn't wake up slowly most days. We come in hot. Some people sandbag the 6 o'clock hour. They kind of find their footing. Chuck walks in with a cup of coffee in his hand at 5:51, and he walks up to me and he goes, "What do you want to talk about?"
It's not exactly like that.
Well, let me tell you what I got on my mind. And usually it's something.
Away we go.
I don't remember what it was this morning. That was a long time ago.
We were talking about Buzz Williams. Was that what we were talking about? I forget.
Andrew Luck.
Andrew Luck.
What is
You
going
want
on
to talk
with
about an
Stanford?
awkward moment, an
Oh.
awkward press conference.
Oh, do we have that? Yeah. Listen.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Listen to this.
So listen, Stanford. They don't have an AD. They got an interim AD. They don't have a football coach. They got rid of him. So they're announcing Frank Reich. Remember Frank Reich won
Yeah.
a Super Bowl as backup quarterback.
Great comeback in that Bills
Coached
game.
for the Colts a while back, a couple years ago. He's going to be the interim coach. Now, what got my attention, Stanford makes a social media post of Andrew Luck introducing the new coach. Andrew Luck is the, air quotes, general manager of the Stanford football program. To date, I can't remember ever seeing a head coach announced, interim or otherwise, by anybody other than an athletic director. Can you? So that got my attention. That this GM, Andrew Luck, is going to introduce this guy. Now, you're not going to be able to see it. You can go find it on social. Andrew Luck is sitting at a table. Frank Reich is sitting next to him. To Andrew Luck's right is a yellow legal pad, and he's reading from it. Let's listen in.
I could not be more excited for our coaches, our staff, our players, for myself on a personal level, to have Frank Reich as our 36th head coach for this program in Stanford football's history. He's our interim coach for this 2025 football season. I know I experienced firsthand the incredible impact Frank demonstrated as a leader and have full confidence and conviction that he is the perfect steward for this season of Stanford football. He's a teacher, he's a winner, and a coach of the highest caliber. His values align seamlessly with our vision, with my vision for this program, and I know he will maximize the on-field potential of our players, our student athletes, and at the same time will serve as an incredible role model, mentor, and leader for their personal growth.
Nothing says it from the heart quite like reading it from a yellow legal pad.
They're going to go 0-12. I mean, let's just get that out there right now. I mean, they're going to go 0-12, 1-11 maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, they're terrible. They're just they are. I'm sorry, they are. It's just the facts. I've always been struck over the years. You know, you go to the West Coast, and we've been there a lot. We were just there, and I'm not talking about how the NCAA does things, but I've always been struck. We played baseball at Stanford before. How, I mean, these are some of the, by
smartest
reputation anyway, some of the smartest people in the world. When it comes to sports, I mean, the way they throw press conferences together, the way they put on tournaments, events, it's like, have you guys ever even been to a game before? I mean, it truly is what happens when you turn it over to what you and I might call an egghead. Yeah. It's always awkward, and you always walk away just kind of shaking your head, going, "Man, I'm glad those people are smart."
I was looking at that, going, "Is that the same Andrew Luck that played in the NFL?"
Yeah.
Like, what happened to him?
He's been hanging out at Stanford the last couple of years.
It's so bad. Like they set up a picnic table, like they were going to talk about the protest in the quad.
That's how they do it. That is how they handle
Who
sports.
wants to sign up for the protest in the quad later?
You go to UCLA, you go to USC. It's all the same out there. It's all the same.
They'll get a win next year from one of those ACC teams that has to travel all the way out there.
Somebody's dealing with jet lag.
Boston College or Pitt, they've got to go out there.
Yeah, they're jet lagged.
They'll get one
we'll
of
get
those.
them. I don't know, though, man.
It just dawned on me that they did that on April Fool's Day. It's 6:45 on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
Touching the hearts of Arkansans, the passive-aggressive Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning. Hey, it's Bo Mattingly, and McDonald Eye Associates is my one-stop for any vision need. The progressives they have me in are a game changer, and my new sunglasses are going to be great for baseball season. McDonald Eye was the first practice in the state to perform LASIK, and they have the most experience. They also have the new vision correction options for all ages, including cataract and clear lens replacement to see your best from all distances. For your best vision, McDonald Eye is the place to go.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but at Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric, we're here to help lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit GoPaschal.com today to schedule your service. Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric. Professional people, professional service. See dealer for details with approved credit. Restrictions apply.
Ready or not, it is tax season. But luckily, H&R Block is here. Whether you need expert help with your taxes or simply have a question or two, your neighborhood H&R Block is here for you. Taxes are hard, but filing with H&R Block is easy. Walk in or make an appointment and get 100% accuracy and your max refund guaranteed. Put 70 years of tax expertise to work for you. Get those taxes squared away today at H&R Block.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
At the Stonebreaker Hotel, we believe in the art of gathering, whether over a thoughtfully prepared meal or a quiet moment on Markham Hill. Start your day with breakfast classics from the all-day menu, served from 7:30 to 1. Savor shareable bites from the bar and lounge menu until 10. And let the dinner menu from 5 to 9 bring familiar flavors with a fresh twist. And for a weekend well spent, how about brunch? Rooted in connection, designed for comfort. Learn more at stonebreakerhotel.com.
I always enjoy talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. If you followed my radio career, you remember they were partners on the original sports rap radio program over 20 years ago. We've done business together from an advertising perspective, but more importantly, they've been my partners in buying and selling homes. I'd recommend them to anybody. They're in Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and in Branson. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, turning houses into homes since 1978.
You want to talk about washed? You're being brainwashed by idiots. You're following idiots.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Have you heard? TGI Fridays is having happy hour Monday through Friday from 3 till 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. to close with half-price drinks and $5 select appetizers, including potato skin, spinach dip, pot stickers, and much more. Plus, you can get in on 50-cent Wing Monday from 5 p.m. to close. And karaoke on Tuesdays and Thursdays starting at 8 p.m. It's all at TGI Fridays, I-540 and Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, Ty Richardson for A Cut Above Lawn and Landscape. They service commercial and residential lawns for weed management and fertilization for a lush, healthy lawn. Need bush hogging? They do that too. A Cut Above also offers tree and limb removal. Don't forget hauling and dumpster rental as well. More than just a mowing service, they're A Cut Above. Call or text today at 479-719-5605. Lawn, landscaping, power washing, stump grinding, leaf removal, mulching, flea tick, and mosquito control. 719-5605.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
For me, this was as rewarding a year as I've had in all my years. Now, I've had teams that were better and finished better and national champions and all that stuff. This was a different reward. Different reward.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
We're gonna do something we've never done before at 7 o'clock.
Really?
Yeah, at 7:02. I'm going out in the community.
Are you going to do a man on the street report?
I am.
All right.
I am.
Sweet.
It's like the good old days.
That's
man.
awesome, man.
Yeah. It's going to be good.
Wow.
You have to tune in at 7:02 for that.
You guys are too young to remember, but like back in the old days of radio when all these live remote units were brand new and stations would buy them, you had to use them. You had to have a live report in every news or sportscast. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you'd have guys just outside the station. Nobody knew.
Right.
It was
but
theater of the mind.
Somewhere.
That's right. We've got to utilize this today.
Be out in the community. Yeah.
Television stations got those trucks. You know those trucks they used to drive around?
Yeah,
live You got to have a live report.
Live trucks.
You could be at the intersection of College and Township, not a damn thing's going on.
But
you're
traffic
live.
behind you.
You're live.
Cars are going by.
That's exactly right.
Well, now you can't get anywhere because they've got road blocked off.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you, if you're going to do a man on the street report, you better leave early because we got construction out there, and it's kind of hard to pull out.
15 minutes to get back, 2 blocks.
Turning left, impossible.
Nelson's in Harrison talking about on the streets. Nelson, good morning. How are the streets of Harrison?
Hey guys, they're windy. Funny thing was is they just fixed the traffic light yesterday, and I bet you it don't last long. So
it's twirling.
It's kind of funny. But anyways, guys, man, I had to take a little bit of time off from sports, after that Arkansas loss.
Oh.
But I'm going to tell you, it made it a lot better to watch Texas Tech do the same thing that next game. It's like, man, they did the exact same thing we did. It's like, I don't understand how you do that. But, guys, I was watching the McDonald's All-American game last night, and I really hope we can get that kid away from Duke and Kentucky and them guys because that kid's smooth. He's that Nick Emmett kid. I like him, but I like what we got because I'm going to tell you something. I like the way Malik Thomas carries himself. I like the way Acuff carries himself. But Malik Thomas is sure of what he wants to do here at Arkansas. And I like that. I like the confidence. With our transfer portal stuff, I hope we can get Morez Johnson. I would love to get Nick Pringle because he hurt us at South Carolina.
He hurt us at Alabama.
His offensive rebounding and stuff would be great. And maybe Keyshawn.
Hold on. What?
Morez the Johnson kid from Illinois is committed to Michigan.
Okay.
So he's
quick
not
update
he
from
did?
the Chevy situation.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bart.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I didn't know if he committed yet, but he wasn't. I'd rather have Nick Pringle than him, but Yeah, I'd like to have Nick Pringle and Hall.
Really, I never liked that guy anyway.
No, I didn't say that. I said I'd like to have them both, but we played against Nick Pringle, for years, and I think Nick Pringle's got upside. I think Johnson's got upside too, but Pringle hurt us bad against South Carolina.
Yeah, the portal's going to be interesting. We'll talk to Richard Davenport about it at 8:30. Thanks, Nelson.
How's your son like his home?
Oh, it's awesome.
Is it?
First
Everything's
time
good.
home buyers.
First time home buyer. Weicker
Realtor
Realtors, the Griffin Company, took him home. And that's what they do. It's what they've been doing since 1978, turning houses into homes. Whether you're a buyer or a seller, what you're always going to get with Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, is a true real estate professional, someone who understands all the ins and outs. And there are a bunch of them in the real estate game. You're always going to have that on your side of the table. Now, they've got offices in Northwest Arkansas, Washington and Benton counties, Fort Smith, Branson, and you're going to see their yellow signs all over town. Log on. Check out the selection at WeichertGriffin.com.
We're hitting the streets. Hitting the streets next. No, we are.
Bo, when your show went off 2 years ago, it was like I've been lost ever since then. And I just really appreciate your show.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
The doors are open, and it's a new era of elegance. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry has unveiled its stunningly redesigned 8,500-square-foot showroom for an unmatched luxury experience. There's breathtaking jewelry, of course, expert service, and private viewing rooms designed for comfort. And they've got an in-house cafe with handcrafted coffee to go along with a special coffee table book celebrating Arkansas's heritage. Because it's more than jewelry. It's your story at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry.
We care a lot about supporting Arkansas businesses here on the Chuck and Bo Show, and we both like keeping our rides looking good. Splash Car Wash just became our new neighbors here in Fayetteville. They're a locally owned Arkansas business, and they've been serving the state since 1989. They're good folks, and you can get a free car wash by texting Splash Arkansas to 22322. That's Splash Arkansas to 22322.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Guys, regardless of our age, feeling good is something we all want. That's what the Sweatin' 'em Edge is all about. It's where health, confidence, and peak performance come together. We all face challenges like low energy, hair loss, who's looking at me, stubborn weight, and skin health. The good news is we can do something about it. Get your free evaluation today and see where you are. Chuck and I have both done it and are better off for it. Log on to sweatin'emcosmetic.com and click on the Sweatin' 'em Edge.
So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, some rough weather with a baseball-sized hail, 60 to 80 mile-per-hour winds, and the chance of tornadoes. In addition, we're looking at very heavy rain over the next couple of days. We end up in the upper 70s today. Showers and thunderstorms with heavy downpours tonight. We drop into the 50s to near 60. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Cop CDL Academy. Call them today at 479-632-1050. Cop CDL Academy, expanding horizons.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
That's 782-8940. That's the only number you need to know for all of your heating and air, plumbing, and drain cleaning needs. That's 782-8940, the only number you need to know.
It's Blaylock Heating and Air Conditioning and Plumbing Services. To have a red truck rolling your way today for great American-made York products, give us a call at 782-8940. That's 782-8940.
KERX Paris Fort Smith, broadcasting live from the Busch Light Studios. This is The Morning Rush.
Hey, Ty Richardson, we're at Wheeler Power Sports in downtown Fort Smith. Ethan, you guys have a massive event coming up May 2nd and May the 3rd.
We will have the Kawasaki Good Times demo truck here for Kawasaki demo rides, games, and prizes. Rollin' Smoke Barbecue food truck will also be here, and on that Friday, Ruskin and Zach will report live from the event. That is the Steel Horse Rally Weekend. See our Facebook page for all the details and updates.
That's Wheeler Power Sports, 901 North 11th Street in downtown Fort Smith, keeping the good times rolling since 1967.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
Hey, this is Dr. Charlie Liggett at River Valley Smile Center. You may know me as your local dentist, but I'm a giant Hogs, Dolphins, and college baseball fan as well. Listen to me, Phil, and Matt talk about our 3 ups and downs for the weekend every Monday on halftime at 12:15. At River Valley Smile Center, we're a comprehensive dental facility that offers children's dentistry, dental implants, sedation, whitening, and much, much more. Dr. Cole Johnson, Dr. Hannah Cabe, and myself are located at 8309 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. River Valley Smile Center. When you come here, you become family.
Hey, Ty Richardson for Jam Mart. Jam Mart is always trying to save you money, and that's why they partner with Valero. Hook up your checking account to the Valero Pay Plus app, and you'll get 10 cents off a gallon, plus other special deals on holidays and more. Jam Mart and Valero, passing on the savings to you. Now available at the 3 Fort Smith Valero Jam Mart locations. And stop by any of the 6 Jam Mart locations in the area. Jam Mart, the leading gas station and convenience store in the region.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
My favorite's when we're going to break, and we're not there yet, but I'm talking, and Chuck knows we're going to break, and he just disengages, sits back from his mic, takes his headset off, and I'm still talking.
Yeah, I need to stop doing that.
And he's on his phone.
That's not true. That is not true.
Like, I know you're rapping. I know you're about to land this plane, and I didn't care about your point to begin with, but I wish you'd hurry up.
Hey, listen.
I'm indicative of the entire audience right now, Bo. Shut up.
I got to quit doing that.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this much.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
If you like wind, if you're a fan of wind, today's your day. It's unbelievable outside. We've actually sent Bo out on the streets to report on the wind. That's how windy it is. Now, he's probably going to duck into some store. But it's incredible. It's one of those days you hear the wind all day long. And it's going to be that way until it starts raining. And then it's going to rain for like 3 days. And then I guess if we're still around, by Sunday the sun's going to come out.
Allegedly.
That's what the that's what the rumors are. That by Sunday, the sun's going to come out again. But it's feels really strange out there right now. Like today could be a big time weather day. But the real story. See, you can hear it right now. You can hear it. Bo's out on the street
in the studio
right now. Wow. That's actual live radio. Is Bo on the line?
I'm assuming that's him on line one.
I see there's someone on line one. Bo, is that you?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here, guys.
I wasn't sure.
It is,
How is it out there? Have you blown away yet?
Well, I'm currently in the floorboard of my truck.
Do you have are you pulling a Jim Cantore? Are you holding on to a lamp post so you won't blow away?
I'm afraid the truck is swaying. I'm waiting for it to let up. Everything's sideways. Everything is sideways. I'm actually in the McDonald's drive-thru in honor of the McDonald's All-American game last night, and Bart wanted a McGriddle.
Yeah. Actually, I believe the quote was, "That would be fire." I think that was the exact quote.
That is what I said.
Bart said, "That would be fire." I'm like, what?
He did say that. He did say that. How are we doing this morning?
Well, we're doing well. We're doing fine, and but we are interested in, of course, everything that's going on in the world. And
thank you, sir. I was talking to the McDonald's drive-thru guy, not you, Chuck.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Here, say hello to Chuck. Just say hello, Chuck. How you doing this morning?
How you doing, Chuck?
Hey, man, I'm doing great. Doing great. Hey, can you make sure I got some napkins with that order, please? Would you mind?
We got napkins in here, right?
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Of course you got napkins. What do you think? I'm incompetent?
It's a little windy out here today.
This is reminiscent of the first year of Sports Talk when everybody realized I'd never had a Big Mac before, and Bo made me go to McDonald's and order a Big Mac.
Did you tell him you'd never had one before?
Yeah, like it was a whole thing.
I've never had a Big Mac.
We did a whole thing. Like I was on the phone, threw out the drive-thru.
Edward's never had a Big Mac?
No.
I'm
a double quarter pounder guy.
Well, I mean, I like a good QPC myself, but
who doesn't?
I mean, not having had a Big Mac.
I've never had a Big Mac.
Wow. I'm speechless.
Okay, so
I've never
pulled
seen
out
Top
of
Gun.
Yeah, let's get back to
pulled out of McDonald's, and I'm making my way into a hardware store to see if there's anything that we can find here that would help us today.
Maybe a rake. Would you mind?
You got some sandbags?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a run on all the things that help you prepare for bad weather. What's he doing?
I'm about to find out.
Okay, you going into the hardware store as we speak?
Yeah, I'm going in. Okay, so here's what's happening. We've gotten word that David Basil is doing a remote at the hardware store up the street. So and I got him a bunch of McDonald's.
Oh, yeah? That's why he stopped.
Let me get Bart's out first. Bart, did you have egg on yours?
Yes.
So you had a
bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle.
Oh, that is fire.
Yeah,
see? Fire.
See?
Sizzles.
It does sound like fire.
Yeah.
That does sound pretty good.
That would be fire.
Okay, let me get this. Chuck, they gave me more napkins than you can use in 2 years.
Well, that's what you want. You put those in your console, and you've always got a napkin in your car. It's a veteran move. I mean, it really is. So what's going on in there?
There's far. Well, I'm walking in.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
going to go see what's going on. Here we go.
All right.
Here we go. Here
All
we go.
Segment starts now. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, are we on the air?
Yeah.
Are we on the air yet?
Oh, yeah. We're on the air.
Here we go.
All right, we've got dead air.
There we go.
All right,
Here we go.
All right.
There's David Basil. Roger Scott. There's a live radio show happening 2 blocks from us.
Really?
You're doing your show right now? Were you guys scared to leave Pulaski County?
No, listen, we welcome the storms, Bo. We're not scared.
No, we're not worried. Chuck thought that it was frightening for anybody to come this far north.
What's that?
Chuck wondered if it was frightening to leave Pulaski County and come this far north.
Frightening as you think it might be, Bo. We're proud to be a big show. We're doing the show.
Did you guys think there was a game or something today?
Bree Ellis is here signing. She's going to be signing posters today from 11:30 to 1. America's top home run hitter.
She's
number one in America, Bo. All she does is hit that. Did you bring us food?
In honor of the McDonald's All-American game, here's some McDonald's for you. Yeah.
From Bo to the Chuck and Bo show. He's right for 500 yards. Is it Chuck and Bo or Bo and Chuck?
It's Chuck and Bo.
Chuck and Bo. I think you can also get that at Cupid's.
Yeah. We wondered if Cupid's ran out of remotes for you guys to do, and that's why you came up here. Yeah.
No, they're not. I just don't go.
But we'll just keep coming up, hanging out with you guys.
Exactly right.
Well, it's so good to see you. It really is.
I'm just glad that David gave you an opportunity to get back in radio, and then you brought Boydano out of here.
We missed him. We could have had it to our hands.
Yeah, we did.
You saw
Here we are.
Josh, our producer, out in San Francisco.
We did. I saw Josh out. Chuck was out in San Francisco calling games.
Yeah, I know. He was doing Lord's work. Yeah. Listen, we can be fine with the storms today.
No, you're at the right place, a hardware store.
Well, listen, thank you so much for bringing food.
For a Hall of Fame Sportscaster of the Year, we had to come see David Basil, Sportscaster of the Year, Roger Scott, and now we're dropping McDonald's off and coming back.
Okay.
How was it? Was that good or bad?
Oh, it was award-winning. It was great. It was great.
You want anything while I'm here? You want anything from the lawn and garden section?
I could use a rake. I was serious.
I need more mulch.
We need some mulch and a rake. How many bags? 4, 5?
How many bags of mulch
just like
can
2
you,
or 3
you get in my truck?
would be more than enough.
2 or 3 bags of mulch, a rake, chocolate brown.
Yeah, that's fine.
Chocolate brown.
Okay, I'm gonna load up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna load up some mulch and I'll be right back.
All right, that sounds great. Thank you, Bo.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Yep. Just hang in there without me.
All right. Whew. We'll try. Thank you. That was as good as it gets, right there. I didn't realize they were in town. I had no idea they were in town. But normally, people from Little Rock, there's the busy signal works on Bo's phone too. Normally, people from Little Rock are worried that they're going to fall off the face of the earth when they hit the Pulaski County line. That the world actually ends there. But they are always, I think, fascinated to discover that even when the Razorbacks aren't playing, life goes on north of the tunnel. We actually have a real world here. But all right, we'll get back to business here in a minute. Bart's McGriddle's going to be here, and
get a live review.
We can get a live review from the Chevy of Fayetteville Situation Room. Speaking of Little Rock, I know they had a big crowd last night for the baseball game. Yeah. Arkansas played Grambling and won 7-4. And ended up moving, I think, what was that, their 24th win? Something like that? 24, 27? 27-3. 27-3. This was DVH, is that right? All right, let's play it.
I mean, I know they were tired. Talked to them about after the game. I know you guys are a little tired and emotionally spent after that big weekend on the road and tough place. And, you could just kind of tell. You could tell as a coach. You could feel it. The coaches, if you're feeling a little bit tired, the players are a little bit tired. So, I just told them I was proud of them, finding a way to get it done, and, let's get ready for Missouri.
I've been down there, when I was doing the games, I started playing down there once a year. And it always, midweek games, when you get into April, but particularly April, midweek games can be brutal. If you played a road series, for example, and then you got to go play a midweek game somewhere else, whether it's Springfield or Little Rock or used to be ORU back in the day. Yeah. Those were games, if you just won the game, it was a good night. It didn't matter how, didn't matter who, didn't matter what the circumstances were. If you won, you got back on the bus, you felt like you'd had a good trip. The Little Rock game, or North Little Rock game, I'm sorry, is the one game where the fans really do lift you up. I don't think I'm speaking out of turn on this. I know they were tired. How could they not be? I was thinking last night, or early in the day, actually, yesterday. I'm going to admit, I was thinking, man, that was always a tough trip. I'm glad I'm not going to Little Rock to do a game today. But then you get down there, and it means so much to them. They line up. I saw some stuff on social media of Dave signing autographs, and I'm sure he could have signed them until midnight. He could have signed them while the game was going on, nonstop. And kids would have been lined up. It is such a big night for them. It always sells out in about an hour. Every time they play that game, it is a sellout. And on the billboard outside the stadium, there's big letters that say sold out. And it is an event. And so if you're going to have to play a midweek game, that's my God, what have you got over there? Yeah, more food.
Bo has returned, for those wondering.
Egg, cheese, McGriddle. He said he wanted all of it on there.
My gosh. That's a.
We should get out more during
That's
the show.
quite a breakfast
There's a whole
sandwich you've
world
got there.
happening
Yeah,
out
I know. I mean, you realize when you do like leave the show and get in your car that lots of things are going on out there while we're talking.
Really are a lot of things happening.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you mentioned it, the wind's blowing.
Yeah, it is windy. You survived, though. They blow your.
Did you hear about? He's like, "Are we going to be okay in the storm?"
No, you're not.
You specifically will not.
They specifically mentioned Cupids while we were.
I know.
Like out of
I think they're
unprompted.
contractually obligated
Unprompted.
to do that.
I mean, they do like 35 shows there a year.
I know. Cupids.
I think they ran out of places to do remotes, so they came up here.
We did.
They're like 2 blocks from where we do the show.
If that, yeah.
Back in the sports rap days, you had people in Little Rock selling the show. And we did a remote at like either Cupid's or Seductions or whatever on Valentine's Day. I think my face was red for like 3 hours. Like, I mean, hey, talk about this. So I'm like, I'm not going to talk about that.
Chuck's feet turned around facing the wall.
Yeah. I mean, and look, I'm no prude.
Shielding
but I was just like, oh my God. And I was, I really was embarrassed for like 3 hours.
You ever been to a hardware store at 7 o'clock in the morning?
There's all kinds of activity.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff to look at in there.
That's when hardware people are like getting going.
Yeah,
right
I
now.
asked that kid.
7 o'clock's prime time hour for hardware
That's
people.
when hardware people are getting
guys that the guys that do the repair work, repair guys. They go to the hardware store first. That's like their first stop.
Your commode
Yeah.
was broken.
Whatever. like you guys know how to fix that stuff.
It's
Edward
called a
might.
toilet.
Edward might.
I fixed our toilet last year.
Yeah. But you don't call it a commode like Chuck
Or our
does?
commode, sorry.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, I asked that kid if how many bags of mulch he thought he could get in my truck. He said, "We can find out."
I heard it. We heard it. Yeah.
7:16 on the Chuck and Bo Show. Good morning.
That's funny.
Like, I think you should look at yourself today in the mirror and say, what's wrong with me?
Okay, I will.
I'm not talking about you.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
There's simply not a better shopping experience than Macadoodles. Looking for the best selection of beer, wine, and spirits? Macadoodles or Guess Who in Bentonville has you covered. With an unbeatable selection, amazing prices, and service that's unbeatable, they've got everything you need. Whether you're stocking up for a party, updating your bar, or just grabbing your favorites, Roger and the team are always there to help. Make the smart choice. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista at the state line, and Guess Who in Bentonville.
I always enjoy talking about Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company. If you followed my radio career, you remember they were partners on the original sports rap radio program over 20 years ago. We've done business together from an advertising perspective, but more importantly, they've been my partners in buying and selling homes. I'd recommend them to anybody. They're in Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and in Branson. Weicker Realtors, the Griffin Company, turning houses into homes since 1978.
Now is the time to join Hogs Plus, the Netflix for Razorback fans.
Arkansas wins it. Here they come.
Documentaries, exclusive interviews,
people everywhere, and then next thing you know, it's just everybody's packed.
Insider access, and an incredible library of films.
Arkansas leads it by 3.
A membership like no other.
I don't think it gets any better than this.
Well, you're giving me goosebumps now.
Start your free trial today at hogsplus.com.
If you're having issues with your gutters or drainage around the house, you need to call Hog Trough Gutters. They're locally owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. Seamless gutters made on site, trenching and French drains. Plus, they're fully licensed and insured, and every job comes with a 20-year guarantee. Hog Trough Gutters services all of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Log on to their website, hoggutters.com, to find out more. That's hog, Gutters.com.
And I listen in every day. Everybody know that. I met a guy last night. Love y'all to death, Jeff.
Good.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
There's big news in the mobile sports betting business. Bet Saracen was just named the 15th largest sports book in America. That's because Arkansans like to do business with a winner. Find all your winners on Bet Saracen. Download it today. and look for my Double R prop bet specials. I pick them, you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700. Budweiser, the American lager. A time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Dozy Place has now been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years. Celebrate your special birthday, holiday, person, or just because at Dozy Place. Start with delicious appetizers and your choice of drinks from the largest selection of wines, beer, and liquor in the River Valley. Dozy Place is open Tuesday through Thursday 5 till 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended, so call 784-9111. 784-9111 for Dozy Place, 422 North 3rd Street, Fort Smith.
Listen up, crappie anglers. When it comes to crappie fishing, there's only one baby shad. The original baby shad, crappie fishing's #1 selling bait. Featuring a sleek back, streamlined belly, and quivering tail, that bait just won't stop moving, no matter the temps, no matter the conditions. Built for dead sticking and action-based techniques also, the original baby shad gets right to the point, catching slabs and filling freezers. Bobby Garland Crappie Baits, the leader in crappie fishing innovation.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
Good morning, sir. Anybody that says sleep's overrated is not 66 years old. I'm going to tell you right now.
Boy, you're not lying.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
There's that stack of napkins you asked for.
Thank you. I
gave him the Chuck during the break, and he immediately blew his nose.
Well, I mean, you got to have...
you got to have...
Napkins are multi-use objects. I mean, you can use them for a variety of things. It's just nice to have a few napkins in your car.
That's a total miss when you go into the console and there aren't any.
That's right. That's exactly right.
You got a napkin? Of course I do. You know, I keep a stack of them in there.
And you don't want to be that guy that goes, yeah, I got a roll of paper towels in the back seat. I mean, you know, sure, I got a box of Kleenex for you here.
Well, that's not bad. Yeah, I mean, that's helpful.
Yeah, but it's nice. You know, it's nice.
You got to have napkins in your vehicle.
You just do.
You just have
to. That's why I always ask for extra.
So, Bart,
thank you.
Was it fire?
Was it fire, Bart?
It is fire. Yeah.
Wow. Is it the mix of the bacon and the sweet? Is it the cheese, the egg? What is it?
It's the actual. It's the griddle cakes.
Oh, okay.
This is like Chef Emerald.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Take a big bite.
Is it the blend of flavors? Is it the blend?
Yeah, it is. It's the sweet mixed with the bacon,
and then it's in your mouth, and it's like, oh my god,
and the cheese.
You know.
There we go.
You're right. He did say that. That would be fire.
Yeah, he goes, that would be fire.
And it is fire. Would you like a Yingling to wash it down with?
Yeah,
Flight by Yingling.
There's a hot one over here.
The next generation. There's a cold one in the fridge.
Is there really?
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in there.
I didn't know that.
Got the new 16-ounce twist-off aluminum bottle. They're in the fridge. I'd go get you one.
Monday would have been a lot more fun if we'd known that.
Do it.
Wash it down
Come
with
on,
beer.
Wednesday.
Come on.
Have the next generation of light beer. Raise the bar today. Have a Flight by Yingling with a McGriddle. Come on.
7 a.m.
Yeah. Come on. Step up your game, man.
And then go down to the hardware store and buy some stuff.
Some mulch.
I mean, that's how you do a Wednesday right there.
Walk in and go, hey,
Blackstone.
Hey, aren't you guys from Little Rock? What are you guys doing up here?
We got to get people in there. We got to get them in there.
Aren't you guys from Little Rock?
It's the Ace Hardware Store on College Avenue, right across from Einstein's. Go in there and ask them if they're from Little Rock.
Yeah, go in there and ask them if
Are you David Basil? Did you play football here in the 40s?
Were you number 53? Don't you MC every event in Arkansas?
Did you and Ken Hatfield play together? Were you teammates? Were you on that team?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Would you like a napkin?
Did you win Sportscaster of the Year? Those are all the questions.
Yeah.
Go in there.
But,
Bree Ellis is there
with.
today later, like 1 o'clock or something.
Lead with, aren't you guys
He's
from Little
finding
Rock?
on social. Yeah.
That's your lead.
Somebody texted that we're the ones up here that don't realize what all is going on down there.
I don't know. I keep up with what's going on down there. I mean, I really do.
They had a bit. Yeah, you mentioned the baseball game last night and the great crowd.
I kept up. I saw all the pictures of my friends on Facebook who were at the game last night. That's how I know it was a big crowd.
It was also on TV, and guess what? It glitched out.
Yeah, there were some issues last night.
What is the deal with games in Little Rock where that happens?
I'm not sure.
Well, I'll give you some insight.
Okay.
Here, the games are like a hardwire fiber, like not satellite.
Right.
So you just same with an internet. Like if you have a hardwire internet,
it's actually plugged into the modem,
right,
as opposed to depending upon the wireless.
Yes. And I think you get a similar situation. You got a satellite broadcast instead of a direct link, because every SEC campus is hardwired to the SEC network.
SEC made them do it.
And so I was surprised it was even on. But
I was too.
I'm certain they had to use a satellite truck to get it out of there, and they had some issues. But at least we got to watch it.
They got an A for effort.
It was.
No, seriously. I mean,
really,
they
it was hard to watch
effort,
at times.
But it was hard to watch, and here's the part that the SEC Network Plus and the whole people need to keep in mind is people are paying for this service. It's not like the SEC Network Plus is free. So when you pay for something, you don't expect there to be an abundance of glitches. And sometimes discretion's the better part of valor on that. If you can't do it, don't do it. And sometimes, that might be the best play. But I give them an A for effort. It just didn't work out.
I wondered why. I agree. I wondered why this happens to me. Like when Chuck went to New York, people start talking about things, and all of a sudden I want it. Like Chuck goes to New York, I want to go to New York. I'm watching the McDonald's All-American game last night. It worked. I want to go to McDonald's this morning.
Yeah.
Also, I come in this morning, and I'm reading about this defensive tackle, Ian
Jeffrard. Big Ian.
Yeah, Big Ian Jeffrard. And he was talking. He came in. He's at 382 right now, in the middle of the defensive line, and he was talking about like losing 15 pounds. And here's what he said.
There was a few things I had to give up, just bad habits. Like, sometimes everybody just wants to go out to eat, like the McDonald's down the street, stuff like that. Or, at night when you get a little hungry. So it's just stuff like that I had to cut out, be smarter about my meals, and then have a good schedule around my schedule. Like, just have a good schedule eating around my time of the day and such like that.
What do you think of that, Bart?
He's got his mouth full. He got his mouth full of McDonald's. But see, Bart
take it from a 400-pound guy that lost 15 pounds.
Bart, at least he's eating his in the morning, so he can walk it off all day long. Whereas if you go get a Big Mac late at night, it's going to be hard to get rid of it.
That's true, and that is the worst.
I feel good. I feel good about my life choices.
Yeah. Sometimes you just want to go to McDonald's late at night.
Well, I mean, you hear about all these kids going, he's got to put on weight. It's like, well, what's the problem? I mean, I went to McDonald's late at night for a year and gained 20 pounds. Right. I mean, it happened. I didn't even try.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it just happened.
Yeah, I wasn't even taking creatine. I wasn't even doing creatine. None of that stuff.
Foolproof for me.
Yeah. So this sounds like Ian could have a year, like a spring football update for real here.
He's a good player and a good athlete, and you hear 380 pounds and you think, my gosh, how can he move? There are freaks out there, and I mean he's one of them. He was I remember we had him on the radio show last year, and that is a mountain of a young man right there. If you're old enough, if you've been around enough to remember Commander Cody down there at Alabama, he's bigger than him. He's bigger than him, and so I would not be at all surprised to see him have much more of a role. You got to remember this. He played really young. He's played a little bit. I think he played, I don't know if he was a true freshman. He might have been. He was redshirt freshman at the oldest when he started playing. So, Ian's okay.
I mean, I just read the article and thought, those are the kind of guys. I don't know how good he is, but those are the kind of guys you need in this league.
Oh, absolutely.
On the defensive line.
He's a plugger,
you need
baby.
that and some rush ends.
Yeah.
But if you don't have a good defensive line in the SEC, I mean, it's almost a non-starter. And as we found out, it's really hard to overcome not having a great offensive line. And they went out and made a lot of moves on the O-line. We'll see what that, turns into this year, but it's encouraging. You just don't know until you go see him play how it's going to go. Like, what do you know about spring football? What do you learn in spring football?
I think if you followed him, if you watch them every day, and you know what you're watching, and I'm not knocking anyone. I don't always know what I'm watching, so I'm not casting stones. But I'm saying I think if you really understand the players, the way the coaches do and the staff, I think they can mark progress. I think they see things nobody else sees. Something like Ian Jeffrard, for example. I doubt if there's a Razorback fan at any point during spring practice until now who woke up talking about Ian Jeffrard. In fact, I'm pretty sure of it. But because of the fact that they know, they see what can be, and they can compare it to what was. They can mark the improvement, whereas maybe the rest of us can't. But I'm encouraged by that because I'm going to tell you, when you're 380 pounds, it's kind of like basketball. You can't coach 7 feet. 380 pounds, and you have the ability to move. They don't make them like that every day.
Jeffrey in Fort Smith asked if we're promoting him to be the next Larry Allen.
No, not saying that. First off, Big Ian's a defensive lineman, but no, nobody's promoting that. Larry was a big man too.
The texts are rolling in here, and they're all over the place. Justin and as are we, by the way. I don't know if there's a full moon tonight, but today's show is just completely
we're all over the road
in the ditches. And
we've kept it between the ditches.
Well, it's about to get in one.
All right,
read these texts.
Good.
Good.
We're going to go from the shoulder to the ditch.
Justin in Fayetteville said he had to turn off the game last night. It reminded him of the Blair Witch Project. There's a reference for you. Jamie and Van Buren said last year's game went off without a hitch. Tim and Greer's Ferry said...
This is my favorite. This is my favorite text of the day.
Randy Rainwater did a remote at Cupid's a few years ago, and Rick Schaefer probably said 10 words the whole show
I'm
that
sure.
day.
He was in shock. Hey, that's the way I was. I'm not knocking anybody for that.
Me either.
That's the way I was.
I'm not doing it.
I tried to balk, but I didn't have the cachet at that time to say I'm not going.
You got the juice now.
I'm not saying I do now. I'm saying back then I certainly didn't, and so I had to go.
I'm gonna set this up and call in sick that day.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna set it up.
Oh, okay.
And call in sick that day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
wow.
Leave you there by yourself.
I'm telling you, I would have been. I was there by myself. I think that day, because I don't think Clay went. I don't think Gene Ann let him go, and Dudley was all for it, but it wasn't his day.
Was Otis on the show back then?
Otis was just baffled by it all, and yeah, I do remember that though. I'll never forget it.
Well, hey,
my face is red talking about it.
We'd rather be at the Fayetteville Auto Park, where they've got Northwest Arkansas's number one
more comfortable around Chevy Silverado.
Yeah, absolutely, the Chevy Silverados, the Tahoe. I just drove a Tahoe for a week. Amazing, smooth, sleek, screens. I mean, it's like you're in a cockpit in these new vehicles. Awesome. But they've got not just Chevy of Fayetteville. They got Acura, Toyota, Honda, pre-owned, complimentary loaners, 25 years in business, built on trust, relationships, and top-tier service, an award-winning service in collision departments to keep you covered and maintained. I hit all the boxes last week. Dropped off Ty's Honda CRV, put it in. He took my truck to Colorado, dropped off the Honda, walked over to the Chevy store, left the Honda there to get work done on it, and drove a Tahoe around all week.
Wow.
That's what you get at the auto park.
Well, that makes you feel good.
Check the boxes.
It keeps you coming back.
Absolutely.
Lets you know they value you.
Fayetteville Auto Park.
Yeah.
That's why you get 25 years in business. Celebrating 25 years. All right, 7:33. It's the Chuck and Bo Show, Between the Ditches. Good morning.
When you went into the Hall of Fame, I think it was at a Western Sizzling.
I think it was. It was at a motel. It wasn't a hotel. It was a motel.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly, local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
At the Stonebreaker Hotel, we believe in the art of gathering, whether over a thoughtfully prepared meal or a quiet moment on Markham Hill. Start your day with breakfast classics from the all-day menu, served from 7:30 to 1. Savor shareable bites from the bar and lounge menu until 10. And let the dinner menu from 5 to 9 bring familiar flavors with a fresh twist. And for a weekend well spent, how about brunch? Rooted in connection, designed for comfort. Learn more at stonebreakerhotel.com. Man, can you imagine if we all lived together, if we just walked into the living room at like 6 a.m. and just started talking each other's heads off? There's no good morning. I can't have my first cup of
somebody
coffee.
would get shot.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Way fake. Jones rolls out into the end zone.
Touchdown.
He got it. Yes.
Matt Jones has done it again. They're coming from Fayetteville. They're coming from Little Rock, from Fort Smith, from Pine Bluff, from all four corners of the natural state.
Listen to Halftime, weekdays from 11 to 2, only on ESPN 95.3.
You gotta get out of here!
Hey, this is Dr. Charlie Liggett with River Valley Smile Center. We dial 782-8940.
Coach Todd Holland, head baseball coach of the University of Arkansas Fort Smith Lions. I call 782-8940.
Stay cool this summer with a York high-efficiency HVAC unit. Or for more information on endless hot water and high-efficiency tankless water heaters, give us a call at 782-8940.
That's 782-8940.
It's Ty Richardson with owner and operator Cecil Gardner with Jazzco Graphics, now 17 years in the industry. How do people see what you've made over the years, Cecil?
Google, Yahoo it, or Bing it. Jazzco Graphics Design, JAAZCO, Monday through Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And sometimes I'm here after, so if that open sign is on, I'm here, y'all come on in. Jazzco Graphics Design, 2415 Midland. It's on the corner of Midland and Kelly. Jazzco Graphics, the one-stop shop.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Call Wade Gilkey or Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
Doctors, nurses, and other medical professionals are just people. They've got their lives and families same as you and me. But what happens when big hospitals and insurance companies ask too much of them and make them work too many hours without enough help? You can only stretch something so far before it breaks and people get hurt or even die. That's where I come in. If the healthcare system in our area has hurt you or someone you love, call me. Together, let's make them do healthcare better. I'm Phil Votaw, and you've never met a lawyer like me.
Hey, this is Dr. Charlie Liggett at River Valley Smile Center. You may know me as your local dentist, but I'm a giant Hogs, Dolphins, and college baseball fan as well. Listen to me, Phil, and Matt talk about our 3 ups and downs for the weekend every Monday on halftime at 12:15. At River Valley Smile Center, we're a comprehensive dental facility that offers children's dentistry, dental implants, sedation, whitening, and much, much more. Dr. Cole Johnson, Dr. Hannah Cabe, and myself are located at 8309 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. River Valley Smile Center. When you come here, you become family.
It's not just the flavors that keep you coming back to the House of Webster. It's a tradition. For over 90 years, our family-owned company has been making jams, jellies, salsas, barbecue sauce, and many more treats that make your meals come to life. From the first jar to the last spoonful, you'll taste the quality in every bite. Please visit our gift shop located at 1013 North 2nd Street, downtown Rogers. We want you to sample the great taste of life. Visit us at houseofwebster.com. House of Webster. See you soon.
Delicious jams and jellies. Hey, Ty Richardson at my favorite place, Papa's Pub and Pizzeria, 508 Garrison Avenue. And Cricket, we always talk about specials. Wednesday, ladies' night. I know you love Wednesdays here.
I love my Wednesdays. All the ladies come out. We have $5.99 small cheesy bread. We have pink panty droppers on special. We've got blow bombs on special. And it's all about ladies on a Wednesday here at Papa's.
Papa's Pub and Pizzeria, the best darn pizza in Fort Smith, perhaps the world. Cricket, what do you think about Papa's Pub and Pizzeria?
I think it's the best darn pizza in Fort Smith and perhaps the world.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
scenics of San Francisco are just amazing. You can just drive that Golden Gate Bridge and go sit over there and have a street hot dog.
I did have one of those street hot dogs.
Oh,
man, was it good.
Oh, it's so good.
I mean, it was good.
Oh, it was so good. Fresh fruit everywhere.
I didn't go for that, but those street hot dogs were good, man.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You know, we break down games like when the Razorbacks play and, you know, somebody does something dumb and, you know, they just absolutely get annihilated by fans. And then Russell Westbrook did it last night. Edward was talking about it when we walked in today. How long's Russell Westbrook been in the NBA? I mean, what are the Russell Westbrook
10-year guy? Is he a 10-year guy?
It's got to be 15 plus. By now.
How many All-Stars? Has he won an MVP? Like, I mean, what are his credentials? I mean, the guy's got a resume, right?
He does.
I mean,
he's a superstar.
Superstar.
He's a superstar.
You know what he did last night?
He blew the game.
Single-handedly. Blew a layup that would have put the game away.
This is year 17 for Russell Westbrook.
Wow.
Hard to believe.
MVP 2017, 9-time All-Star, 2-time All-Star Game MVP.
He's okay.
Even guys that good.
All-time triple-double leader, right?
Yeah, I mean, he'll be in the Hall of Fame.
Future Hall of Famer. Even guys this good make mistakes. Like, just to get a little perspective. So he blows a layup that would have sealed the game, basically. And
they were up how many?
Fouls Jokic on a three-point attempt to lose the game.
No, Jokic is on his team. So it's the Wolves and the Nuggets. Westbrook's on the Nuggets. Jokic has a 61-point triple-double.
Who did he foul?
He fouls a three-point shooter.
Okay.
When the Nuggets were up 1, this was at the buzzer. Right before that, he blew a layup.
An uncontested
layup. He didn't need to take because they were up 1. The Nuggets got a steal. He went down, missed the layup, and then came to the other end, fouled. The Wolves made 2 free throws and won.
Wow. So if he just like dribbled and not done anything, the Nuggets would have won by 1.
They would have had to go through the line and shoot free throws, but yes.
They would have won the game. But instead he tries the layup and blows the layup.
Blows it.
And then the Nuggets come back down the floor.
Yes.
And
the Wolves come down the floor. Westbrook is on the Nuggets.
Yeah,
he plays for Denver.
He plays
for Denver.
Well, we've screwed the story
You
up.
and I really
the
watch
bottom
NBA
line
games,
is
don't we?
Russell
It was really
Westbrook
funny.
really
Go watch the
screwed it
video.
up.
Yeah,
That's the bottom line.
I got players on the wrong
We
team.
have no sound. We have no visual aids. We don't really know who played for who. But he messed the game up.
If my life depended on it, and you asked me who does Russell Westbrook play for, I would have gotten it wrong.
I should give you some players in the NBA and see if you can guess.
That would be a fun game.
Add that for a new game down the road.
That would be a fun game.
But Jokic had a 61-point triple-double and lost.
Highest points ever in a triple-double in NBA history.
And lost.
And he lost.
Thanks to his future Hall of Fame superstar guard.
Wait, Westbrook plays for the Nuggets?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Rod.
They do this with Barkley every once in a while. Like,
who's
this guy play for?
No, that'd be good. We should do that. Like, I'll hit like 10%. Like, I mean, I'm gonna bat well below.
Well, I mean, you got like
300.
pick guys that a few people have heard of. You can't pick like some guy that nobody knows who he is.
I mean, I can give you some names.
It's like the ninth
James
guy.
Harden,
Clippers.
Nice.
1 for 1, baby.
Anthony Davis.
Dallas.
Yeah. Well, that was a
that was easy. That's been in the news.
LeBron James.
Yeah.
Bronny.
G League.
Garrett Temple.
Rod, good morning. What's happening? No idea.
Me either.
Same old thing, staring over the hood, looking at a highway. You guys are talking about McDonald. You know, that's cruel. I want a Big Mac so bad right now. I had breakfast about 3 hours ago. And, it's 3 more hours before I can get one. And as far as having a Yingling with it, it's going to be like 5 o'clock tonight before I get home. I can't drink while I'm driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think how good it's going to be.
I'm telling. Well, yeah, my mouth's kind of watered. Of course, that could be the kid in the back. But Bo, I'm glad. Hey, I didn't get you like it got Chuck. I'm glad you're back. I was kind of worried about you. And
I'm telling you,
David Basil in Fayetteville. I thought he needed a passport to go up there.
Yeah, I know. He's okay though. He's in there with Roger Scott and an intern, and they were just. And there was a bunch of hardware employees.
Talking about nails.
Talking about Roger Scott's next naked gardening day and what they're going to need for it.
Buying a hammer.
Yeah, I bought a post hole digger yesterday, and my wife says, "What are you going to do with it?" And I said, "I'm not going to answer that. I'm not even going to answer that question." Just slap me when I do, because I'll say something smart.
What was the question again?
Well, I bought a post hole digger, and I mean, she's standing there now next to me. What are you going to do with that? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I'm going to use it for a planter. What do you think I'm going to do with it?
What are you going to do with that?
Oh, my God. Don't take your wife in the hardware store. I beg you, please.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm surprised
It's
she went
cruel.
with you. I'm surprised she went with you. Well, listen, Rod, enjoy that Big Mac when you get it
Yeah.
later. Sometimes you just get a
Yingling. Wash it down with a nice Yingling.
Yeah, flight by Yingling.
Flight by
Yeah.
Yingling. Yeah.
A little healthy.
Oh, man, stop. You're killing me.
All right, well,
I'm
listen,
dying over
like
here.
Chuck said, something to look forward to.
Yeah. Rod, have a good,
There you
safe
go.
day out there.
Yeah, listen.
Thank you for
Rod,
what you do.
really, with the wind out there and you driving a big rig,
blowing that truck around.
you got to be careful.
Give us a wind report, Rod.
It's like selling the.
Give us a wind report.
Huh?
Give us a wind report.
Oh,
What's
it's
it like?
it's not bad right now. I'm at Clarksville, and it's kind of calm. It's whooping up a little bit, but I'm looking forward to getting over toward north of Little Rock, because I hear it's pretty bad over there.
Yeah, well, you'll get back
So,
into it soon.
What's
Don't
that?
worry.
What's that like when it's high winds and you're driving a tractor trailer?
Well, if it's coming head on, you lose a lot of fuel mileage. If it's behind you, it's good news. But if it's coming from the left or the right, you're trying to steer into it, you look back and your trailer's tracking about 8 inches to the right, and you realize, oh, that's about 40 miles an hour. You get a gust, and it's like you're all over the road.
I'd be panicked.
Sometimes it gets so fast, like if it gets above 50, I'm stopping. I mean, I'm seriously, it's better to. Ain't no load so hot it can't cool off in the ditch, right?
That's right.
There you go. Rod, thanks for the update.
Thank you, Rod.
By the way, if you need to get that thing washed, I don't know if you can get your big rig in there, but when you get back in your regular vehicle, go to Splash Car Wash. And you can get a free one from our friends at Splash if you text Splash Arkansas to 22322. We got a new location. It's right next to the studio.
It is.
In Fayetteville.
That's why our rides look so good.
Yeah, we just roll right through there. But Splash is one of these Arkansas companies. You know, some of these car washes pop up. They're in here, and they're, you know, some of them are okay, but they're not from here. You know, like we talk about First Security Bank being all in on Arkansas. Splash is all in on Arkansas since 1989. Arkansas folks doing Arkansas things and making life better for us and you with a clean ride. Splash Arkansas. Text to 22322. Splash Arkansas 22322. Get a free car wash. 746. Good morning.
I mean, I don't know if it's old or just like.
Well, the world's changing. It's like Bart said a little bit ago. When he summed it up with 2 words. I mean, things change.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass. Raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
You know the sound, you know the place, and you know the time of year that means live racing at Oaklawn is coming. If your Oaklawn is playing favorites, letting it ride on long shots, or just soaking up the vibes of race day, it's time to make your plans and discover your Oaklawn. Live racing starts Friday, December 6th. Reserve seats, rooms in our hotel, or a spot in your favorite Oaklawn restaurant at oaklawn.com.
This is my Oaklawn.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ready or not, it is tax season. But luckily, H&R Block is here. Whether you need expert help with your taxes or simply have a question or two, your neighborhood H&R Block is here for you. Taxes are hard, but filing with H&R Block is easy. Walk in or make an appointment and get 100% accuracy and your max refund guaranteed. Put 70 years of tax expertise to work for you. Get those taxes squared away today at H&R Block.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but at Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric, we're here to help lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit gopaschal.com today to schedule your service. Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric. Professional people, professional service. See dealer for details with approved credit. Restrictions apply.
Hey, it's Bo Mattingly, and McDonald Eye Associates is my one-stop for any vision need. The progressives they have me in are a game changer, and my new sunglasses are going to be great for baseball season. McDonald Eye was the first practice in the state to perform LASIK, and they have the most experience. They also have the new vision correction options for all ages, including cataract and clear lens replacement to see your best from all distances. For your best vision, McDonald Eye is the place to go. Why don't you just kind of style it up a little bit at the game? Let's get your drip going.
Hey, I got a lot more drip than you think.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Doctors, nurses, and other medical professionals are just people. They've got their lives and families same as you and me. But what happens when big hospitals and insurance companies ask too much of them and make them work too many hours without enough help? You can only stretch something so far before it breaks and people get hurt or even die. That's where I come in. If the healthcare system in our area has hurt you or someone you love, call me. Together, let's make them do healthcare better. I'm Phil Votaw, and you've never met a lawyer like me.
Hey, Todd Richardson here at First Financial Mortgage. My mortgage lender, Ethan Adamson. Ethan, congratulations, over 300 five-star reviews.
Yeah, Todd, we pride ourselves on delivering a five-star service during the entire mortgage process.
What sets you apart from everyone else?
I think communication, how quickly we work, we get you closed on time or early. Call 479-782-9300. Weekdays 8 to 5, ffb1.com. First Financial Mortgage, in the business of you, equal housing lender.
Hey, this is Dr. Charlie Liggett at River Valley Smile Center. You may know me as your local dentist, but I'm a giant Hogs, Dolphins, and college baseball fan as well. Listen to me, Phil, and Matt talk about our 3 ups and downs for the weekend every Monday on halftime at 12:15. At River Valley Smile Center, we're a comprehensive dental facility that offers children's dentistry, dental implants, sedation, whitening, and much, much more. Dr. Cole Johnson, Dr. Hannah Cabe, and myself are located at 8309 Phoenix Avenue in Fort Smith. River Valley Smile Center. When you come here, you become family.
Life is loud, chaotic, hilarious, and occasionally peaceful. Your life fits you, so why settle for life insurance that fits someone else? At Shelter Insurance, our local agents help you design a personal protection plan backed by award-winning customer service. We're your shield. We're your shelter. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Call Wade Gilkey or Chris Dooley in Fort Smith.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
Well, it was one of the great non-marriage times of my life, I'll tell you that. To meet Chuck Barrett, the only thing that's even close to is meeting Bo.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Oh, it's windy.
Hey, we got a situation brewing. We need to go to the Chevy Situation Room. Bart, what the hell's going on out on the street right now? I mean,
it appears
really?
to be some sort of jackhammer situation. There's what looks to be a backhoe and a jackhammer and a lot of noise being made out in front of the studio. We're going to need them to calm down a little bit.
Could you alert them to the fact we have a radio show on until 9 o'clock?
Yeah, we're on the air.
Also, that we need to be able to get in and out of the parking lot.
No kidding.
Like, what is going on? Like, can we just say that I'm all for development and construction and all that.
You can't stop progress.
I can't get anywhere. Like in town, like there's construction everywhere.
Some of the planning and the way this stuff is done is questionable at best.
Should they all be fired?
No.
That's usually your solution. That's usually your solution.
Doug Show's
barred from
Kim Mulkey.
There's no Kim Mulkey.
I just have questions about what. That's why I'm saying it's questionable. I have questions about why it's done a certain way.
Do you
when
think,
it doesn't seem to? It goes against common sense.
Do you think Kim Mulkey could operate a jackhammer?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Put it on the pole.
Put it on the pole.
Yeah. And what would she be wearing?
Think Kim Mulkey could work?
Would she be wearing one of that basketball hoop?
That outfit she wore the other night.
It's bright enough. It's bright enough to pass as construction gear.
Oh, Lane in Cave City. I don't know. It's like
that's awesome.
We got a mic out there now.
That's it. Live report from the street.
Oh, this show is absurd today.
All over.
This is asinine.
Totally out of hand.
Lane in Cave City, good morning. You're on the whatever Chuck and Bo show.
Hey, guys, how are y'all doing
Oh,
today?
we're just entertaining ourselves.
Yeah, amusing ourselves.
Hey, that's the best form of amusement, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But, so, got a question for y'all. So, y'all brought up, I've only had the fortune of going to War Memorial Stadium to watch a football game, and it's been probably 10 or 15 years since I got to go to a basketball game at, well, I always call it Hallsdale. I don't even know what it's called anymore. But, and I haven't got to go Dickie Stevens to watch him play. But y'all talk about the basketball and baseball. Those are usually really good crowds.
Yeah.
And I know that's a big topic on the football, and I know it's facility. I mean, you look at Alltel Arena or whatever it is now, and Dickie Stevens, and compare that to War Memorial, I mean,
Yeah.
we're not even in the same league.
No, you're right. It's interesting, the difference between how a football game seems to be viewed. And now you don't have to have as big a crowd at the basketball or the baseball game, but it certainly feels completely different. Almost 8 o'clock on the Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you know Chevy of Fayetteville is the #1 volume dealer in Northwest Arkansas? That means nobody sells more cars, trucks, or SUVs than Chevy of Fayetteville. They've been a part of our community for over 25 years. They're supporters of our local schools and the Razorbacks. And they're the best after the sale. An award-winning service and parts department, a waiting area, complimentary loaners. So go see Chris Mark in Denver and the team at Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park.
Guys, regardless of our age, feeling good is something we all want. That's what the Sweatnum Edge is all about. It's where health, confidence, and peak performance come together. We all face challenges like low energy, hair loss, who's looking at me, stubborn weight, and skin health. The good news is we can do something about it. Get your free evaluation today and see where you are. Chuck and I have both done it and are better off for it. Log on to SweatnumCosmetic.com and click on the Sweatnum Edge.
I always enjoy talking about Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company. If you followed my radio career, you remember they were partners on the original sports rap radio program over 20 years ago. We've done business together from an advertising perspective, but more importantly, they've been my partners in buying and selling homes. I'd recommend them to anybody. They're in Northwest Arkansas, the River Valley, and in Branson. Weichert Realtors, the Griffin Company, turning houses into homes since 1978.
There's no better shopping experience than you're going to find at Macadoodles or at Guess Who in Bentonville. And every Wednesday is Wine Down Wednesday. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. But when it comes to selection, amazing prices, and unbeatable customer service, Macadoodles and Guess Who in Bentonville is second to none. Wine, beer, and spirits. Stock up for your next party, or just stop by and grab your favorite. Macadoodles, just north of Bella Vista, and Guess Who in Bentonville. Today's been it's been a strange day.
Yeah, we've had some struggles here. Let's just be blunt. Can we be blunt?
Well, it's 50-50 at best.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
The Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Online and on the air and now everywhere you go. Tune in to the greatest moments of Razorback sports with Chuck Barrett, Bo Mattingly, Tommy Kraft, Ty Richardson, Phil Elson, Matt Jones, and Ruskin and Zach with our Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Stay connected no matter where you go with the Hit That Line Now app, fueled by Taco Bell. Download for free in the Apple app or Google Play stores. Just search Hit That Line Now. It's fueled by Taco Bell.
It's a tough time, injured, and it was not your fault. Hurts in the pocketbook, too. Who do you turn to? Don't call a lawyer and find they're out of state or talk with someone at a call center. Call us at the Brad Hendricks Law Firm and talk to a real Arkansas lawyer directly. And remember, the only place that success comes before work is in the dictionary. We'll work hard for you. Have for over 30 years. The Brad Hendricks Law Firm. Tradition, reputation, results.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, some rough weather with a baseball-sized hail, 60 to 80 mile-per-hour winds, and the chance of tornadoes. In addition, we're looking at very heavy rain over the next couple of days. We end up in the upper 70s today. Showers and thunderstorms with heavy downpours tonight. We drop into the 50s to near 60. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by Cop CDL Academy. Call them today at 479-632-1050. Cop CDL Academy, expanding horizons.
It's sad that we live in an unsafe world, but we do. Would you be able to show the police who was at your home if something was taken? Guardtronic installs alarm systems as well as camera systems. We here at ESPN rely on our Guardtronic installed cameras to keep an eye on what's going on around our building, as many of you do. Guardtronic has been serving the River Valley for over 60 years. Call Guardtronic for a free estimate so you'll be able to show the police who the bad boys are that took your belongings. License E50.
You're listening to ESPN 95.3, KERX Paris Fort Smith.
You sound like a participation trophy, Dad.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted Best Garage Door Company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
This is Daryl Johnston with Hashtag Managed IT Services. We are excited to now be part of AAA Business Systems. Hashtag will continue to handle every IT need your business will have, and now, as part of AAA Business Systems, we can handle all of your document printing and storage solutions. Together, we have the expertise to meet all of your office technology needs. Find us online at aaabm.com or call us at 471-1771.
Since 1992, the Inn at the Mill has welcomed guests to experience the most unique place to stay when visiting Northwest Arkansas. Centrally located at the Johnson exit off I-49, the Inn at the Mill has established a rich tradition of comfort, convenience, and value. Whether it's the big game, business travel, a trip to Crystal Bridges, or a weekend getaway that brings you to Northwest Arkansas, the Inn at the Mill has a spacious room with ample space to spread out. And when I'm there on business, I appreciate the fast, free internet to keep me connected to work, and the laid-back European-style breakfast to start the day. Experience unique and different at the Inn at the Mill, just off I-49 at the Johnson exit. Call 479-443-1800 to make your reservation. That's 479-443-1800, or visit innatthemill.com. The Inn at the Mill, where the past meets the present.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
Previously heard on Chuck and Bo.
So you just searched what should the Chuck and Bo Show talk about today?
Yep.
I'm dead.
Number 2, Chuck Barrett's legacy after his passing.
Reflect on the late Chuck Barrett's impact on Arkansas sports broadcasting, especially poignant since his death earlier this month on February 2nd, 2025.
I might take a minute to talk about my friend Chuck, who's no longer with us.
Yeah.
Chuck had a big heart.
Chuck and Bo Show.
I would resist the urge to drink this morning.
Stop. I'm done.
You said a lot of good things.
Well, I don't know if I said one good thing.
I met a guy last night, love y'all to death, Jeff.
You mind if I share?
I'm looking forward to it.
The show of record for Razorback fans.
I'm in my Sunday school, and first thing he says when we hop in the car, he says, "What's heard on the Chuck and Bo Show?"
It's too early for this kind of conversation. I'm still half asleep.
Here are your hosts, Chuck Barrett and Bo Mattingly.
If you're just joining us, I'm just going to tell you the show went off the rails about an hour and a half ago. And it's just gone to hell in a handbasket. And part of the problem right now is we got these workers outside working this jackhammer. And we can't get anything done. I mean, we've got a high-level management meeting going on down the hall right now. They're on a Zoom call right now with movers and shakers, probably from New York. We're trying to do a radio program in here. I mean, my gosh, we've been out live to McDonald's. We've been to the hardware store. We've been all over the place. And we can't even do a simple radio show for all the work going outside. So Bo, he went out at the start of the break and told him to shut the hell up, and they stopped. But then right before we came back on, it started back up again. Bo's out on the street right now. And can we go to Bo? Can we go to Bo? I think we got Bo on the line. I don't know. It says we've got Bo on the line. Bo, have you gotten this taken care of? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, hold on. I'm walking across the street. We gotta wait for traffic here. Let me go interview this. Let me ask this guy if they can stop for my
Yeah, I mean, at least until 9.
Let's take an hour off.
That's the deal.
Bo should have brought them breakfast.
Hey, listen to this.
Hey, can you guys stop until 9? We're doing a radio show. A what? A radio show. Then we stop? Yeah, till like 9. Well, that's when the rain's supposed to be here. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, hey, how much longer you got?
Bribe him.
Quite a while. Yeah.
4 or 5
You gonna do
days.
the whole way? Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, Bo. Ask him why they're doing the project. What are they doing out there? All we know is the streets blocked off. What are you doing?
This is going to be the new water lines and sewer lines. So no lane changes? Just, well, I have no idea. I got you. What's your name? Thomas. Thanks, Thomas. Appreciate it. I know you're just doing your job.
Water lines and sewer lines. Okay. I mean, I thought it might be something a little more dramatic than that. But, I mean, when they got the jackhammer going.
You're not stopping.
That is
That's
awesome.
a fact.
All right. Well, that is man, can you imagine having to listen to that all day long, being the guy that operates the jackhammer?
No.
All right. Thank you, Bo. Come on back in. Come on back in. And
All right, bye.
while you're out, go to McDonald's. Bart wants another one of those McGriddle things. All I know is we came in the first of the week, and I leave the studio that morning. I guess this is what, Monday? Did it start Monday?
Yeah.
And the lane's blocked off. There's like just massive equipment out there, machinery. There's all kinds of stuff. You can tell they're going to cut some cement. I mean, the concrete was no match for the equipment out there. So, Bart, you watched all this unfold. What's your take on all this? Number one.
Well, it's really
You're going to have to talk louder over the
Yeah, you're going to have to speak up.
Really inconvenient for everybody who's trying to travel down College Avenue. I just I'm not really sure what's going on. Like I understand the master plan that they have for College Avenue and what they're trying to do. I feel like it lacks a little common sense though, and I feel like I could do it better.
Well,
that's the bottom line.
Maybe you should go over there and talk to them.
Well, I'm not talking about their job. I'm not trying to operate a jackhammer.
You want to be a city planner, is what you're saying.
I think I could do that part.
I realize
with more common sense than
I was in a middle
run for the
management
planning
situation.
commission.
They didn't have the boss there.
Oh, yeah. Well, he was
basically
he's out eating breakfast.
Yeah,
he's
over at McDonald's where we were earlier.
Yeah.
I felt bad for that guy. I mean, the look on his face when I asked him to stop.
You could hear the shock in his voice.
So you've been out there. You think Kim Mulkey can handle one of those things?
Yes.
You think she can handle a jackhammer?
I just don't think fast enough sometimes. I should have asked if I could have a try at it.
I did.
It's like a mechanical bull at a bar.
Well, over here, can I try?
I did get some video there of Bo talking to the guys.
All right. Well,
That's good.
That'll be a hit on social media today, no doubt.
They came out from Fayetteville Glass and they were like, "How'd it go?" We were thinking about asking them to stop too. I mean, and then nothing exciting's happening.
Yeah.
We're not going to get any additional lanes.
No.
We're not going to ease traffic.
Sewer and water lines.
No.
Just basic infrastructure. Nothing exciting.
That stuff's important.
Bart the planner. Is there anything you're not knowledgeable about? Seriously.
Oh, sure.
I mean, so we go to the Situation Room for weather, betting, sports picks, city planning. urban renewal. I mean,
forestry.
The guys,
the census report,
clear cutting. What are they going to do about the Buffalo River? I mean, all the big issues of the day. You
Tariffs.
seem to know more than anybody else about them.
Tell me about tariffs, Bart.
Yeah, how do tariffs really work?
Oh, mercy.
JT in Hot Springs agrees that I could do a better job with the planning.
Well, look,
Well, he's in Hot Springs.
Construction's like officiating. You're just never going to like it.
Well, no, but there's a way and a method and an order to do all this stuff.
Exactly.
That just makes more sense.
Well, how come they didn't do the access road back here before they did the main
Well,
stuff?
that should be the very first part of the project is this proposed access road. Like, so that people can get in and out of their places of business and that customers can get in and out of their businesses.
But they're just doing water and sewer lines.
Right, I know,
out there.
but still, like, build that first so that you have that, and people can access their places of employment, their businesses, places they want to go to eat, restaurants, wherever. Get that done first before you start disrupting traffic and causing all sorts of problems.
It sounds so simple.
It's common sense.
Okay, all
it's
right.
common sense. every organization in the world needs a chief common sense officer.
And that's you.
For
us, that's
chief
you.
common sense officer.
Every organization
it's on Bart's card.
in business in the world needs a chief common sense officer.
Does anybody have one?
No, but that's the problem.
I think you should launch a campaign for the city planning commission.
You see terrible like social media posts that are like really, really like not great or a bad look. I remember when Florida State did the Martin Luther King Jr. one. And it's like, well, Florida State athletics needs a common sense officer, somebody who can look at it and be like, yeah, no, hey, that's a terrible idea.
That is the line of the day, Chuck.
What's that?
Of all the things that Bart has ever said, we need a chief common sense officer. And I ask, do they have? Who has? Nobody. He's advocating.
Bart, do you yell back at the TV when you're at home and like a news story comes on? Do you yell back at the television?
I do. I do that.
Do you talk back to the TV? I do. I talk back to the TV all the time.
I get frustrated at local news.
Yeah. You talk back to it.
Yeah, like what was that? Like, you know, it's going to be hot tomorrow, and we go to the fire chief to hear how to stay hydrated. Drink a lot of water,
well,
folks. It's going to be hot.
I can guarantee you this, all over Fayetteville today, people are going, I don't know if you've heard, but they're doing water and sewer work over there on College Avenue. I don't see anybody on the local television stations interviewing the jackhammer guy. That's right. Where's the live truck? That's right. Why? I mean, everybody. Well, I wonder what they're doing. How come the lanes are closed on College? Oh, they're doing something. What are they doing? I don't know. Well, now you know. Water and sewer lines.
So somebody said I should put Chief Common Sense Officer on my LinkedIn profile.
You should.
You should.
That's good. And
add it to my email signature.
City planning critic.
I think you should create a new thing to run for. Maybe back to the rails here.
Yeah.
Chris in Fayetteville. Chris, good morning. You're on the news weather information station.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, we're full service, baby. Welcome to the show.
Hey,
how can we help? Ask me anything. Go ahead.
Need a rake?
I just want to know when it's going to be called the Bart Show with special guest Chuck and Bo on it.
Well,
it's going to happen quickly.
As you know, the Chevy the Chevy Situation Room has taken over.
He's got his own sponsor, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
He's got his own NIL deal.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
He does.
We keep telling him the truck will be here any day now.
Yeah, any day.
Yeah, that's it. Well, in
He
case
thought that Tahoe you were driving was for him.
Oh, he sure did. He sure did.
That was funny.
What else can we help you with, Chris?
Well, I know we've lost Casimir Sheamus, so I know it's going to be a big blow. But, what about Carter Knox, 80-0? What's your thoughts on them?
All right. Let's tackle it.
All right, let's dive
in. I think there's a chance they keep both of those guys, but I think there's also a chance they could lose both of them. I don't think they'll lose. Now, here's the question. Does Carter Knox, in all seriousness, is Carter Knox worth $2.5 million to a program in college basketball? I mean, I'm being dead serious. Let's just take USC. Let's go Muss for a second, just because we are familiar with him. If Muss has NIL money right now, and he can get Carter Knox, and he can offer Carter Knox $2.5 million, and you're Cal, do you match it or come close?
I don't think
this is the situation in college basketball right now. I'm not forget must. I'm not saying that's happening at all. Pick any school. If they can offer, and this is what's happening, that guy can change my program. I need that guy. He's proven. I know what he's bringing. I know what he can do. I got this freshman over here. I'm not quite sure exactly how they're going to play when they get to college, but I know that Carter Knox guy can go. And if he's like a second-round draft pick and he's getting $2.5 million guaranteed to go to another program, he's got to entertain that. And if you're Cal, you got to figure out, okay, is it worth keeping him for that much money? Because I got to pay Malik Thomas, I got to play Acuff, I got to play Ament maybe, I got to pay, whatever the transfers we're going to need. And can he get a guy to replace Carter Knox for less than that? This is the world of college basketball now. Same thing with Thero.
I think both those guys are balancing what they could get in the NBA versus what they could get in college. The instance that you talked about does happen all over college basketball. I mean, and it's happening as we speak, literally. I think with these two, though, they're trying to decide where they're going to get the best deal. And there are players in college basketball, and we've talked about them this week already. You were the one that brought it up. It's a good point that there are guys out there that being a two-way, being on a two-way contract, spending part of the year in the G League, kind of like Council did. Like when he came out, Mason Jones did it too. Others have. Bronny. You've got a way. Can I make more as a college player, or should I go pro? Now, there was a time when going pro was automatic. That was the best deal.
That's what you're trying to do.
That was the best deal.
Just get your foot in the door.
Now, and I think it's this way with these two, is which is better? Where am I going to be taken? Am I going to be paid above what guys at this spot are normally paid? All those things factor in. I don't see either one of those guys going to another school. I think if they play college ball next year, it's going to be here. But I suspect there are a lot of players out there like you're talking about. Is it worth what this other school is offering to keep him here? And sometimes that answer is going to be no.
We were in the situation room, the Chevy of Fayetteville situation room. You know what you get at Chevy of Fayetteville? Unmatched selection, unbeatable prices, award-winning service, and a team you can trust. Mark, Chris, Denver, the gang over there will take care of you and get you a complimentary loaner like they did me if you need one. Chevy of Fayetteville, inside the Fayetteville Auto Park, celebrating 25 years. Head over to Chevy of Fayetteville today. Back to the phones in a minute. Richard Davenport coming up around 8:30. We'll go inside the transfer portal with RD a little bit later. More of your thoughts coming up.
If I didn't have you and Bart and Edward to lean on, where would I be? And I think about other people that don't have that.
That's what we do. We lift each other up.
Yeah.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
The doors are open, and it's a new era of elegance. Blakeman's Fine Jewelry has unveiled its stunningly redesigned 8,500-square-foot showroom for an unmatched luxury experience. There's breathtaking jewelry, of course, expert service, and private viewing rooms designed for comfort. And they've got an in-house cafe with handcrafted coffee to go along with a special coffee table book celebrating Arkansas's heritage. Because it's more than jewelry. It's your story at Blakeman's Fine Jewelry.
We care a lot about supporting Arkansas businesses here on the Chuck and Bo Show, and we both like keeping our rides looking good. Splash Car Wash just became our new neighbors here in Fayetteville. They're a locally owned Arkansas business, and they've been serving the state since 1989. They're good folks, and you can get a free car wash by texting Splash Arkansas to 22322. That's Splash Arkansas to 22322.
Ready or not, it is tax season. But luckily, H&R Block is here. Whether you need expert help with your taxes or simply have a question or two, your neighborhood H&R Block is here for you. Taxes are hard, but filing with H&R Block is easy. Walk in or make an appointment and get 100% accuracy and your max refund guaranteed. Put 70 years of tax expertise to work for you. Get those taxes squared away today at H&R Block.
Arkansas's one-stop automotive shop is right around the corner. Fayetteville Auto Park. FayettevilleAutoPark.com. Chevy, Toyota, Honda, Acura, Collision Center, all in one place. And if you're shopping pre-owned, Fayetteville Auto Park has you covered. With so many new cars sold, we always have a great selection of fresh trades. Why settle for anything less than the best? Fayetteville Auto Park, West Showroom Drive in Fayetteville. Proud sponsor of the Chuck and Bo Show.
We were 0-5. They put us all in the coffin. They just didn't put the nails in.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Decisions aren't hard when no matter what you choose, you win. Like with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Choose from the $5 Classic box with iconic favorites like a beefy 5-layer burrito, the $7 Supreme box with the Chicken Chalupa Supreme, and more. Or find new obsessions in the $9 Discovery box. Get yours at Taco Bell today. Participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
Attention business owners. Are you overpaying for your website, dropping thousands up front and shelling out more than $95 a month? Stop the madness! With Modular Orange, you get a custom-built, fully managed website for just $95 a month. No hidden fees, no headaches. They write it, build it, launch it, update it, and secure it so you can focus on your business. Ditch the overpriced hassle and go simple. Visit modularorange.com today. That's modularorange.com.
Spring has arrived, bringing warmer days, road trips, and unpredictable spring showers. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we'll make sure your vehicle is ready for all your spring adventures. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your ride for whatever the season brings. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. Southern Tire Mart, we keep America rolling.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
I am not a planner, and that's the problem.
How does that, this may be a little personal, sorry. How does that work in married life if you're not a planner?
Well, evidently not well.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
What to watch?
Bo said, here we go. I'm like, oh, my God, we're coming back on the air.
Well, listen, be careful out there. We got weather, we got wind, and we got jackhammers.
Man, it is, it's a jungle out
Lane
there.
closures.
It really is bad.
And this is just where we're doing the show.
It's pandemonium.
This is just where we're doing the show.
It's only Wednesday.
It's just, that's within, a block square radius of our studio.
We don't get out far.
But
and why would we? We've got everything right here in our backyard.
Well,
we got McDonald's, we got Basil, we got road construction, got a city planner right over in the situation room. We got everything we need.
We got a common sense. What is it called?
Chief officer?
Common sense officer.
Chief common sense officer.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a whole other segment.
CCO.
That's a whole other segment. By the way, if you think you have common sense, is that up for debate? I think
how
do you get a common sense? Really? People don't argue about that?
Generally, the person with common sense, it's most apparent. He's the smartest guy in the room. Like when Bart walks in.
Yeah.
So he's the smartest guy in the room.
Doesn't have an agenda.
No.
Not a lot of obvious bias.
No. He just knows everything about everything.
Right.
It's about what makes sense and what doesn't.
That's just common sense.
That's just common sense. Yeah.
Bill,
start the access road first. That's just common sense. Yeah. It's common sense.
Build it. Doug's house is terrible. That's just common sense.
Should never officiate again.
That's an opinion.
He should not be in the SEC.
But it's an opinion based on your wealth of common sense. Kim Mulkey.
I don't know that that's how that works.
Kim Mulkey. You don't like her. Product of common sense right there.
Wow. The text line's on fire today. I mean, the whole show's we thought your McGriddle was fire.
Now, there's a difference between fire and burning to the ground. I mean, there's a difference.
Yeah.
But And we've straddled the line.
Common sense will tell you that.
But there is fire involved.
What to Watch is brought to you by Macadoodles, just north of the state line, just north of Bella Vista. And guess who in Bentonville? Bart, what are we watching tonight? Tombstone?
I put on Tombstone, Top Gun, Heat, something like that. Val Kilmer passed away at the age of 65. Great actor, great movies.
Awesome
go watch
Tombstone.
Yeah, Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
Go watch one of those movies.
I'm your
tonight.
Huckleberry. Yeah.
Absolutely.
65, way too soon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you can watch Tombstone tonight.
Yep.
And then we got the Final Four to plan for this weekend.
Final Four on Saturday. It's on CBS, 5:09, Florida and Auburn. And then 7:49, or 30 minutes after the first game ends, Duke and Houston.
So if you're having a Final Four party, like a get-together
That's
or whatever.
this weekend.
That's this weekend.
Yeah.
You can go to
That's
Macadoodles.
common sense.
Yeah, Saturday, right?
I'll tell you what else is common sense. Like if you're looking for variety, the best selection, the best customer service, the best assortment of spirits, an allocated section that's second to none, Macadoodles is your spot. By the way, today is Wine Down Wednesday. If you like wine and you like to try new things, or maybe you want to splurge a little bit, Wine Down Wednesday at Macadoodles, and guess who? In Bentonville. 15% off every bottle of wine in the store, even if it's already on sale. So some incredible deals. And by the way, they have wine tasting open to close 7 days a week. Macadoodles just north of Bella Vista, north of the state line. And guess who in Bentonville with What to Watch on the Chuck and Bo Show?
Bart, do you know wine too? Can you talk wine with people?
A little bit, yeah.
Can you?
Mm-hmm, sure.
What are like the buzzwords? Like you're in a group of pretentious people. They're talking about wine. You want to fit in. You want to fit in. What are the buzzwords you go for? Do you go like tannins and things?
Yeah, tannins, nose,
I got
body.
you.
Yeah.
Body.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, body's a good one.
Full body.
Yeah.
Full body. This
fruity,
is full-bodied.
Fruity.
Yeah.
Structure, balance.
Those are good.
They're all
Those are good.
Yeah.
Gotta be sure to let it breathe.
Well, there's a certain language that pretentious
You
people
guys.
use, and I know Bart's fluent in that language.
Come on.
No, I mean it's because of your ability to maneuver through any crowd.
It's good. You should be on Impractical Jokers and do that.
That's why he's the common sense
We
officer.
should
We get a
not
hidden
talk
camera.
about Impractical Jokers right now.
Uh-oh.
Something
Something happened?
Two of the guys are in legal trouble.
Oh.
Are they really?
Yeah. Just look it up.
They went a little too far.
Crimes that probably can't be announced on air.
That sounds.
Oh, like
ominous.
either one of us is afraid of a courtroom, Edward.
Well, you
I mean,
look it
come
up
on.
and read it.
I mean, come on.
I mean,
Yeah.
I appreciate the.
Indecent crimes.
Oh my gosh, Edward, stop!
What? I just said we shouldn't talk
Stop
about
it!
them.
Stop it! I wish you hadn't brought it up. Man.
Well,
they're in deep trouble.
Fortunately, the games this weekend are on CBS and not True TV.
Because it's a marathon on True TV.
Wow.
Richard Davenport will take us inside the transfer portal when we come back on the Chuck and Bo Show. Yikes.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
All right, well, congratulations, Coach. I made some good calls today. You sure did. You sure did.
First Security is about more than great banking. Yes, we provide the financial expertise, digital tools, and everything else you need when you need it. But we also go all in on local support with friendly professionals, plus convenient locations all across the state. Because we believe personal banking is better banking. Visit fsbank.com for details. That's fsbank.com for friendly local banking with First Security. Bank better. Member FDIC.
Hey, it's Bo Mattingly, and McDonald Eye Associates is my one-stop for any vision need. The progressives they have me in are a game changer, and my new sunglasses are going to be great for baseball season. McDonald Eye was the first practice in the state to perform LASIK, and they have the most experience. They also have the new vision correction options for all ages, including cataract and clear lens replacement to see your best from all distances. For your best vision, McDonald Eye is the place to go.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
You hear that? You hear that?
Back to Save Sports Radio.
Quick 7-inch southpaw from Memphis, Tennessee, number 10, Todd Day. And Day with a steal of the game. Hello! Thornhill, they love him. He's a Thornhill beauty. What a slam dunk by the
freshman out of Memphis.
All right, Todd, what do you think of the intro? Is that legendary enough for you?
It was great. Yeah, it was legendary.
Don't miss a Morning Rush, only on ESPN 95.3.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's #1 mobile app for placing sports wagers.
In Arkansas, 7 out of every $10 placed on a sporting bet app is with Bet Saracen, because Bet Saracen offers more ways to win and more ways to get paid, and faster. Find your winners on Bet Saracen and look for my R prop bet specials. I pick them and you win them.
Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports wagering app.
Gambling problem? Call 800-522-4700.
Decisions aren't hard when no matter what you choose, you win. Like with Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes. Choose from the $5 Classic box with iconic favorites like a beefy 5-layer burrito, the $7 Supreme box with the Chicken Chalupa Supreme, and more. Or find new obsessions in the $9 Discovery box. Get yours at Taco Bell today. Participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation varies. Drinks excludes freezes. Tax extra.
Hi, I'm Kelly Smith, owner of Dixie Digital Imaging. Are you stuck in a paper jam of printer prices? Paper cuts from budget cuts? Don't throw in the towel. Call Dixie Digital Imaging and dive into our new and used inventory blowout. We're slashing prices on top-of-the-line Xerox, Brother, and Epson printers and multifunction devices. Gently used or brand new models that are tired of being in our warehouse. Don't miss out on these deals. Call 479-783-6600 for more details. Quantities and availability are limited. Dixie Digital Imaging, bringing document innovations to the River Valley.
Need a little extra cash? Go see Rusty at Golden Gym Pond, 310 West Center in Greenwood. Get the money you need with loans on jewelry, guns, tools, and electronics. If you're looking for a gift, they have a large selection of jewelry to choose from, and Rusty can take care of all jewelry repair. Stop by Golden Gym Pond today, 310 West Center in Greenwood, or call 996-2792. Open 9 to 5:30 Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and 9 to 3 on Wednesday. Golden Gym Pond.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Robert.
This is Elizabeth. And this is Matt, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
Hey, do y'all know what time it is?
It's about 2:30. Summertime?
It's that and a whole lot more.
And no matter what's happening, the Stadium Shop has what you need. We have the best selection for showing off your Razorback spirit while on vacation, even Razorback swim trunks.
Graduations, anniversaries, birthdays, we have what you need for your event.
And we have what you need for that trip to Omaha.
Even a new line of hard shell luggage.
Also, Omaha's tees, flags, bases, loaded hats, and the boppers.
And you can get them here at the Stadium Shop located at 989 South Razorback Road next to Baum Walker Stadium. Or you can check us online at those WWNs.
Dad, let me do that before you hurt yourself. He's talking about our website, shoponrazorback.com.
And if you can't reach us there, call us at 479-STADIUM.
All from the only family, alumni-owned and operated Razorback store.
South of the North Pole.
Dad, please.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs.
It's Ty Richardson with owner and operator Cecil Gardner with Jazzco Graphics, now 17 years in the industry. How do people see what you've made over the years, Cecil?
Google or Yahoo it or Bing it. Jazzco Graphics Design, JAAZCO, Monday through Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And sometimes I'm here after. So if that open sign is on, I'm here. Y'all come on in. Jazzco Graphics Design, 2415 Midland. It's on the corner of Midland and Kelly. Jazzco Graphics, the one-stop shop.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
I would venture to bet 3 out of every 4 head coaches are absolutely worthless around the house. They can't do anything. Your commode messes up, call the guy. They hadn't mowed a yard in 15 years.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Chuck, this is one of those days where we can't leave the air, like the old school days. We just can't leave the show. We can't leave the people until everything's safe. Like the rain's coming now. The jackhammer's going. The wind's blowing. The rain's coming.
Pounding.
We're just going to have to stay on the air.
Yeah, we are.
Until people are, comfortable. And
run for your lives.
Keep it here,
maybe
we'll keep
3
you
days.
advised.
Yeah, keep it here. We'll keep you advised. Exactly. Richard Davenport, the recruiting guy, WholeHogSports.com, joining us on the Chuck and Bo Show. RD, I hope you're safe and in somewhere not too windy or wet.
Very blessed to be inside. It's coming down right now.
Yeah, well, we're inside, but there's a jackhammer operating right outside as well.
Rain, wind, jackhammer. We got the whole deal.
It's been quite a show. You got a lot to live up to today. It's been off the rails, but we're going to try to get on track into the transfer portal with you here. Okay, what do you think the situation is with Arkansas basketball? Do you have a feel for people leaving, who's staying, and how many potential players Arkansas is going to go get, including the ones we saw play last night in the McDonald's All-American game?
From what I can gather, and obviously things can change in a heartbeat, especially when you're talking about the portal and all things involved with that. But I feel pretty confident the guys that are on campus that can come back next year will come back. Can I guarantee that? No, but I feel pretty pretty optimistic that it will happen. So right now that would be 4 guys, and then you have 4 guys in the 2025 class. That would be 8. So and I was on vacation last week. Maybe you guys can kind of tell me otherwise, but if I'm not mistaken, Cal mentioned adding at least 2 guys from the portal. Mm-hmm. I tend to think it's going to be 3. I could be wrong, but that would 2 guys would give them 10 scholarship guys that they're counting on to play. Obviously, another one would give them 11. Beyond that, I don't know if they would go to the portal and get any more than 3, but it could definitely happen. I think you want to probably get 2 bigs and at least a shooting guard who can hit the 3, and I think they're on some right now that could help them in that area.
When you say 4 guys coming back, are you talking about Billy Richmond, Brazil, Knox, and Wagner?
Right.
Okay, and you think Theroux and Boogie are probably gone, like to the NBA?
As far as Boogie, I tend to think so, and then I think Theroux, yeah. But, I mean, I was just seeing what a projection yesterday or the day before ESPN was projecting Theroux going late first round, early second round, and then Boogie in the second round. But, I mean, hey, there's a possibility those guys can come back. I mean, obviously you would love to have them come back, but I'm just going by what I'm hearing. Sure. I think 4 of those guys will be coming back. Feel optimistic about, but at the same time, I mean, again, we're talking guys making a decision whether to go pro or not, and still making pretty good money in college. That money may be able to entice them to come back another year and try to improve their stock. So anything's possible.
What about the portal and the guys that we're seeing mentioned? You had an article out yesterday that was pretty expansive. Who are some of the key targets in the portal for Arkansas, or that they've been at least talking to, and those players are considering?
Yeah, well, I think you're looking at guys that can fill it up from 3, kind of help them in that area. That was obviously one of the weaknesses that the team had this year. One guy that I'm keeping an eye on is Lamar Wilkerson, 6'5", 205 from Sam Houston. He shot 44.5% from 3. So that right there, that's huge in itself. He's a bigger guard, and he averaged 20 points a game last year. So Kentucky, Alabama, Duke, Louisville, Kansas, and several others are also reaching out to him. He's definitely a guy to keep an eye on. Keyshawn Hall, guard forward, transfer from Central Florida, 6'7", 230. He's kind of a familiar name to Arkansas fans because last year he announced Arkansas in the top 4 last year when West was here, and continued to be recruited by Coach Cal, and he had a Zoom yesterday with the staff. So definitely keeping an eye on him. Excellent size, 6'7", 230, and he shot 35% from 3. So can fill it up from out there on 3. Rates him as the number 36 overall transfer in the portal, and then Wilkerson. Go back to Wilkerson. He was rated the number 46 transfer.
Hey, Richard, I want to ask a question that I guess is more general in nature. The money that we hear about this year. Revenue sharing's coming. They're able to spend money right now that they might not be able to spend a little bit later when the new policies come into effect. Is it as much more as it seems? I mean, it just seems like the money in the portal is a lot greater than it was a year ago. And what's going to happen here once these, once the revenue share goes into effect, which is going to be very shortly now?
Yeah, well, you're right about schools and prospects, transfers, trying to get deals done before the revenue sharing thing kicks in, because there'd be somewhat of a limit there, at least from the standpoint of the revenue sharing. Obviously, you can still, and you guys had Hunter on, and he talked about you can still have NIL deals, but it has to be approved by a panel, and if it's $600 or more, it obviously has to be approved by the panel. It has to be a market share type situation that they're getting, and it can't be inflated or anything like that. So I think some of the numbers that you're seeing, at least from national guys, 2.5 to 3 million for the top transfers, I think that's probably pretty accurate. I think it does seem to have gone up a little bit this year, and I think what I'm hearing about Nate Aikman, I think he could command something similar to that, or maybe even higher. I don't know. I mean, that's just based just a little bit that I'm hearing about his situation. So it's definitely going to be a transfers market, and anybody else that's still available, like Nate Aikman, market. Schools try to get the guys that they can for next year before the revenue sharing starts, and be able to spend that extra money.
One more question before we get you out of here. It seems like Arkansas is going to need some size. You talked about guys filling it up. Anybody there on that would kind of fit the bill of a rebounder, a paint player, big presence on the block?
Well, one guy yesterday, Morez Johnson, 6'9", 250, from Illinois, he announced Arkansas in his top one of his top schools, and he announced for Michigan yesterday. He was one that I was kind of keeping an eye on, but and then Alabama, Birmingham, big man Yexel Lindenberg, 6'9", 240, averaged 15 points a game, about 16 points a game, 11 rebounds, and blocked 138 shots in 2 seasons at UAB. So, and he's also a threat from three-point range. Now, supposedly, Kentucky is heavy on him and has made a strong impression on him early, but I wouldn't count out Cal or anything like that for sure. But he seems to be, he is rated the number one transfer.
Really?
In the according to On3.
Okay. Oh, and then I lied. One more. Nate Ament. I know he's in the mix, but do you have any sense on whether he's favoring somebody ahead of Arkansas, like Duke?
I think he has a kind of an idea where he wants to go, but at the same time, I think money definitely is going to be a factor. And he did mention that he wants to look at schools after the portal and see what they have. I mean, obviously, what the roster looks like right now is not what the roster is going to look like after everything's settled down, after the portal closes and everybody signs, and their transfer haul, and also guys leaving. So I think he wants to be surrounded by great players and see what the rosters are like a few weeks from now before making a decision.
Yeah, when is the portal
From what
over?
I gather, I think NIL is definitely going to make NIL is going to be a big part here.
When's the portal over? When does it end?
It's the 22nd.
Okay. Right, yeah. You got April 15th, tax day, and then you've got a week, and then that's over. All right, Richard, thank you. Appreciate it. Good stuff.
Thank you,
Richard Davenport.
All right, guys. Take care.
The recruiting guy on Twitter. and wholehogsports.com. I mentioned tax season. If you need to get your taxes done, H&R Block can help. It's not too late. You can walk in or make an appointment and file with 100% accuracy and a max refund guaranteed. H&R Block, find one near you. Got to hit a break on the Chuck and Bo Show. It's 8:43. A lot of info there. Good morning.
Can we just say, for all of you who get up early in the morning and you work so hard, man, we're glad you're here. We just really appreciate all the work you do to make Arkansas better.
You talking to me?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
If you're having issues with your gutters or drainage around the house, you need to call Hog Trough Gutters. They're locally owned and operated with over 30 years of experience. Seamless gutters made on site, trenching and French drains. Plus, they're fully licensed and insured, and every job comes with a 20-year guarantee. Hog Trough Gutters services all of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley. Log on to their website, hoggutters.com, to find out more. That's hog, Gutters.com.
It seems like everything is more expensive this year, but at Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric, we're here to help lighten the load. This new year, enjoy no payments and no interest on all home repairs and replacements. Whether it's fixing that stubborn plumbing issue, replacing an aging heating and air system, or upgrading your electrical, our Paschal pros are here to keep your home running smoothly and stress-free. Visit GoPaschal.com today to schedule your service. Paschal Air Plumbing and Electric. Professional people, professional service. See dealer for details with approved credit. Restrictions apply.
I'm Dr. Scotty Bolding, a native Arkansan oral and maxillofacial surgeon. One of my goals is to make Arkansans healthier.
If you have sleep disorder breathing, it's important to treat it properly. The standard treatment's a breathing machine called CPAP. It helps you breathe during the night. However, there are other options thanks to some truly innovative and proven technologies.
Sleep is probably God's gift of medicine that we really don't utilize enough. If you have obstructive sleep apnea, it needs to be treated. So you need to be wearing your CPAP. So if you're not wearing your CPAP, there are some potential surgical solutions that can help you that actually work today. By correcting the jaw deformities that may be causing this obstructive sleep apnea is where we focus.
Dr. Bolding at Precedent Center for Facial and Dental Medicine works carefully with your sleep physician, determines where the underlying obstruction may be, and provides surgical solutions that open the airway, allowing you to breathe better.
Hey, give us a call, 479-755-3000, or log on to our website, precedent.com, PRECIDENT. We'd love to help.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Flight by Yuengling. It's the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yuengling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass. Raise the bar. Flight by Yuengling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yuengling and Son Incorporated. Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
When is the last time you thought, oh, the SEC's making an announcement today, and it's going to be good for the Hogs?
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Spring has arrived, bringing warmer days, road trips, and unpredictable spring showers. That's why it's the perfect time to visit Southern Tire Mart. From top quality tires to expert service at competitive prices, we'll make sure your vehicle is ready for all your spring adventures. Visit our Fort Smith location at 9700 Highway 271 and let us prepare your ride for whatever the season brings. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. Southern Tire Mart, we keep America rolling.
Hey, Ty Richardson, we're at Wheeler Power Sports in downtown Fort Smith. Ethan, you guys have a massive event coming up May 2nd and May the 3rd.
We will have the Kawasaki Good Times demo truck here for Kawasaki demo rides, games, and prizes. Rollin' Smoke Barbecue food truck will also be here, and on that Friday, Ruskin and Zach will report live from the event. That is the Steel Horse Rally weekend. See our Facebook page for all the details and updates.
That's Wheeler Power Sports, 901 North 11th Street in downtown Fort Smith, keeping the good times rolling since 1967.
every Wednesday night, take the kids to Joe's Grill and Cantina. They will get a delicious meal for $5. And Joe's is bringing out the crayons for a coloring contest where the kids can win cool prizes. And the fun is just starting. It's Kids Karaoke Night. Let that star shine. Join Joe's every Wednesday for Kids Night with the fun atmosphere of Joe's. Come for the food, stay for the fun. Joe's Grill and Cantina, 3400 South 74th Street, across from Harps.
Hey, Ty Richardson for A Cut Above Lawn and Landscaping. They service commercial and residential lawns for weed management and fertilization for a lush, healthy lawn. Need bush hogging? They do that too. A Cut Above also offers tree and limb removal. Don't forget hauling and dumpster rental as well. More than just a mowing service, they're A Cut Above. Call or text today at 479-719-5605. Lawn, landscaping, power washing, stump grinding, leaf removal, mulching, flea tick, and mosquito control. 719-5605.
You're listening to the Chuck and Bo Show on ESPN 95.3.
Well-rested Chuck is the best kind of Chuck.
I will be good tonight. Stay in. You'll get the best version of me tomorrow, I promise.
The Chuck and Bo Show.
Did you come out of your house for like 2 days when you got back from San Francisco?
No, I did not. I stayed in the house all weekend.
Did DoorDashing.
Pretty much it. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
What else is on DoorDash?
I stopped at the store on the way home. When we got back from San Francisco,
You're like, I'm not coming back out.
I made a strategic stop at the store on the way to the house, and that was it for me.
Yeah. That's a good move.
Yeah,
you had a plan.
I did have a plan.
You had a plan.
I was planning on the plane. And I'm going to make a stop at the store.
This is how this is going to go down.
Yeah, all right, here we go.
Brent and Cersei, good morning. You're on the Chuck and Bo Show. Thanks for holding, Brent. What's happening? He didn't. Smoke break. Yeah.
Well, I don't blame him.
I mean, he was there for a long time.
I don't blame him.
We had RD on. A lot of information from RD. Takeaways.
That is good.
Let's go to the Situation Room. Chevy of Fayetteville. Takeaways, Bart.
Well, I mean,
Cal and the portal, the jackhammer and the rain and the wind.
It's been a hell of a day.
There's a lot of stuff.
What would
you
went
like
to another
discuss?
radio. We went to another radio show's live remote this morning.
Let's go to the hardware
Went through the
store.
McDonald's drive-through. I don't know if this has been good for anybody, but man, I've had a great time today.
I need to go look at grills later on.
They got them in there.
Yeah,
They
I
got
know.
green eggs in
I
there.
know.
And all this,
I got a Traeger from them.
All this spawned from the question of, hey, what do you want to talk about today?
Yeah.
So
And
here we are.
We haven't even gotten to Kirby Smart talking about the world of college football and it being
Yeah, well, that's okay.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
I'm just going to say this about some of these guys that are saying what they're saying. Kirby Smart, other guys.
Yeah.
They're right in what they say, principally. But these guys are making $10, $15 million a year. I mean, come on, Kirby. Maybe that's part of the problem too.
Yeah.
Maybe. And
want guys that aren't about the money.
And I think that, look, everybody should make what they can make. I'm not knocking them at all. But the reality is when a coach starts talking about what's wrong with college sports and he's making $10 million a year, he's going to have a hard time having that, land with anyone. Whether what you say is right or wrong. I'm just kind of getting weary of some of these, multimillionaires talking about how, the world's going to hell.
I mean, look,
your world's pretty good.
Kirby Smart's making more money than the guy who just led the Eagles to the Super Bowl.
Well, let's hear Kirby. Now we're talking about Kirby. Here's Kirby.
Everybody's on pins and needles because we don't know exactly what's going to come out of this. What I do know is that we're going to continue to recruit people who love football, who are passionate about football, and that don't put money as the number one answer. Like, I've never met a really good player that's all they cared about. So, like, the 105 number, the NIL number, what's the cap number, what is this going to be? There's stuff going on right now, guys, in college football. I mean, there's people reaching out to have a Zoom call and present all the players they represent that are on teams, including our teams. And they want to invite people to the Zoom so they can watch and see who's going in the portal or shopping who's in the portal before the portal. Do you want to get on the Zoom and look at all these players? I'm like, well, what if some of them are mine? I mean, it could be one of the most legendary, moments in all of college sports.
That is kind of interesting. That the agents are calling, and we got 15 guys going in the portal. Do you want to join a Zoom and we'll walk through who these guys are?
Oh, I don't.
they're not even in the portal
I
yet?
don't doubt that for 1 second. I don't doubt it. But it sounds like the agents are doing the same kind of due diligence they do when they negotiate contracts for coaches. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Nobody got into coaching. I don't think Kirby Smart got into coaching to make $10 million. I'm not suggesting that. But I am saying that once you get into that game, it's not like Kirby's saying, $6 million enough. I love coaching football. $6 million enough. Go ahead and pay these other guys more than me. They're not saying that. It's just as unscrupulous when it comes to those guys as it is the players. They've had the transfer portal. It's been open season. It's been get what you can get for years. And again, I'm not knocking them. I'd be doing the same thing. But let's not act like, these players, this is just as devious as it could be. It is kind of dirty. And so's your side, too. That's my only point.
I hear you. But it is wild.
It is wild.
And that's football. That's Kirby Smart football. What do you think's going on in basketball right now? I mean, you're going to get a lot of kind of offers that you got to match to keep players. And it's not just about going to the NBA anymore, as we've talked about. But I'm curious to see who Arkansas is going to end up with.
I am too.
I
think that's
I
the
don't think we've
overriding
scratched the
question. No,
surface
you're right.
on who they're talking to or who they might get.
I don't think we have either. And I think what's going to happen the rest of this week and what's going to happen, what did he say, the 22nd?
Yeah,
is
between
when
now
it
and the
ends?
22nd.
I mean, we got 3 weeks. And this is, in some ways, going to be just as interesting as the 3 weeks of the NCAA tournament.
I'll tell you what's interesting. It's National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. When's the last time you had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I had an Uncrustable while we were out on the trip.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh,
it was great. Peanut butter and jelly. Oh, it's awesome.
They are good. There's a lot of sustenance in there.
Well, a lot of calories, sugar, all that stuff too. And man, that's what makes it good.
It's also National Walking Day. Get out and take a walk in the storm.
In the wind.
Now it's storming. It's going to be, Chuck said it's going to be storming for days.
40 days, 49.
So find shelter and we'll try and be here for you again tomorrow. Chuck and Bo Show.
We care a lot about supporting Arkansas businesses here on the Chuck and Bo Show, and we both like keeping our rides looking good.